Alright, we're in. Hacker voice, I'm in. I just gotta make sure the audio is good. So, let me just really quickly pull up my own stream. So, let's just listen to it. Okay, it sounds to be pretty good. Let's get back to Castlevania music. What's up, Yoshi? You know, we out here making Iron Man. Yo, what's up everybody in the chat? Wow. Admiral Snack Bar, Oliver Cruz, okay 69. Sick, nice. Let's see, what I gotta do is I gotta import my audio. That's the first thing we gotta do. Where is it? Tony's lab. Is it this one? I think it's this one. It should be this one. Yeah, it's this one. Alright, what's up y'all? How's it going? We out here, we're making videos, we're making moves, you know how it is. What I gotta do actually is, well, I don't have to do it for this scene yet, but I have all these lights, as you can see. Check this out. I can just turn them on, and they turn on. Very nice. I'm not using them right now though, because this scene takes place during the day, and we don't really need that, because we can just use the lighting from the great outdoors, the sun, aka, and make it seem like, you know, that's the thing that we're using for the light source. This is Tony's lab. I just built this set actually. Literally like an hour ago, like before the stream started. So I've been getting a lot more of Iron Man done lately. Ooh, actually, you know what? I need to build this higher. So you guys are gonna get to see some live action set building and whatnot, because I didn't make that wall high enough. So while I was creating my 100 sub social, I got the notification that you're finally leaving my basically Iron Man video off. Damn, I didn't see it like that. I didn't even know you made that video, man. I'm sorry. I'm sure there are a lot of Iron Man recaps. In fact, that you can go as far back to 2000, I think 8. And Joe, the animator, made something called Iron Bad, I think. And that's essentially the same exact concept as what I'm doing right here. So did you steal from him too? Cause that was like 12 years ago, you know? So maybe you owe somebody an apology instead. I love that Minecraft pig. Thanks, man. Everybody loves that Minecraft pig. Hi, Edwin. You are the best brick filmer. Thanks, man. I know it. I'm the best brick filmer. He said it, not me. Therefore, it's true. I look different? It's just because I'm wearing a hat. You know, it's because I don't want to show off my hair today. Because it's kind of messy today. So I'm not taking off the hat. So what do I gotta do? You guys can't hear the... I don't think you guys can hear... Okay, so what I gotta do the scene where Tony is going through surgery again in his lab. And Pepper's giving it to him. So that's her right there. So what I gotta do now is just build a bed for Tony to lie in while he's getting surgery, essentially. I don't think I need to build anything new though. I can just use this bed right here. So I'll just use that. If I have money, I'll donate. Stay safe. Don't worry, man. You don't need to donate. In fact, you just watching this video, if you saw an ad, you technically donated. Don't cheat on us again? Wait, what is that context? Tony falls on the floor, then Pepper does surgery. How many parts in Spider-Man Noir? We're still writing it, and I think it's gonna be about 4 parts, maybe. I want the parts 3 and 4 to come out after maybe the new year though, cause I want to spend some time making some MCU stuff. I don't know if after this should I do it in chronological order, which means well, I can't do chronological order anymore because I'm already doing Iron Man. I'd have to go in order of release. But do you guys really want to see the Hulk? Like the Hulk movie? Because I mean, like, who's seen the Hulk movie? Hey man, tell Thor to one. What's up, Newsmaster? $2.99 donation. Yo, another $2? Thanks, man. You should make a Shrek vs. Obama video. Thanks, Brady Plays. You know what? Because you donated $2, that is likely to be made. Nah, I'm just kidding. Shrek vs. Obama. How would I make a Lego Shrek, man? Does anybody have any ideas? Okay, so he's in the bed. Not quite. How do I stand this up? I want to make it like diagonally. But in order to do that, I'm going to need to get tricky with it. I gotta put it on this stand here. Excellent. So, now I have Tony just stuck on his bed. The thing is, it's too wobbly. It's not secure enough to be animating on this. So how would you guys do this? Edwin, what's your favorite brick film? Yo, I don't know. The only one that really comes to mind right now is By the Sad Seashore Waves. by Twickabrick. I think that one's pretty good. Or another one that he made. I forget what it's called. Doc Kenobi Studio? Yo, thanks for the $2, man. But there's another one that he made. I forget what it's called, but essentially there's this guy who's being put to death by the British Imperial Army. Or whatever. But he has a plan to get out. And he gets out safely because the cannonball goes off. What am I doing, y'all? What am I doing? I'm freaking out. I should never do set building while I'm streaming because I can't focus on it. What I need to figure out is how I can get this to stand without it being like a hassle. So maybe I can just put him on this. Yeah, that works a lot better. Okay. Hassle avoided. Damn, Edmond can't even notice me. I can't even look at chat right now. I'm looking at the set. Check it out, y'all. This is the set right there. I'm looking at this. I have to look at this. It's what I have to focus on. Yo, thank you very much for the $2 Cycle Productions. It's very easy to see the chat donations though, because they pop up in a big blue aura that is literally impossible to miss. Because I just glance at chat. Edmond, will you be checking out anyone's break film during the stream? You know, actually, I haven't done that in a while. I might, but I'm not entirely set on it yet. Because there's a lot of work we gotta do. I just like, I just got like 51 seconds of footage. I don't like the song that much. I'm gonna remove this from the stream playlist. Wait, this isn't even in the stream playlist. Why is this playing? Let me, find something else to play. Let's see. I like this song. This played in Thanos vs Obama, which is a classic. I'm very excited for this animation. Thanks, man. I'm pretty hyped with how it's going. This is easily my favorite in minutes video I've ever made. Yo, $4 from Cycle Production. Yo, y'all are being generous today. What the hell? I've literally been the last streams I've done for like the last 2 or 3 months were like no donations, but I'm just like, you know, they're just chill streams. But now it's just like, yo, everybody suddenly got money that they want to spend today. Okay. Maybe I'll have her walk in and Tony can be like, this is not working out. I don't know if this is the build I'm gonna go for. But let me just plan out this scene in my head real quick. How old are you? I'm 21. How old were you when you started stop motion? Because you're good at it. I was 9 or 8 when I started making claymations on my dad's flip phone. Okay, he says, hey Pepper, my assistant. Have any of your videos been copyrighted? Yeah, they have. The Old Town Road video got copyrighted, which means like all the ads go to Lil Nas X, which, you know what? Par for the course, whatever. And the same with the 2 claymations dancing to Justin Timberlake and Tame Impala's Sexy Back. That also got copyright claimed. But what can you really do, you know? Sometimes, like, when I do videos like that have copyrighted music, I kind of know I'm only gonna get to enjoy the revenue from them for like a few days before they get struck. But I haven't got like a copyright strike though. That's what you gotta be on the lookout for, because that means that's consequences for your channel. I remember my first stop motion video was a police chase made in a hotel. That's pretty sick. How did it end? And why were they chasing somebody in a hotel? I gotta add extra height to this wall. What do you plan on doing after Iron Man? I'm thinking of Hulk, but I'm not sure, man. Because honestly, I've never finished watching the Hulk in my life. And it's like, bruh, you know? But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people have never watched Hulk, right? So like, what if I made Hulk? And that is literally how most people in the world will actually get to watch that video or watch that movie. Like, they'll never want to finish it on their own, but they'll definitely watch like a 2-minute video version of it that just concises all the information. Cause like, who here has watched Hulk? Look at my thumbnail. What's my thumbnail? Is this why I have 250 viewers right now? The most I've ever had. I swear to God, if it's this horrible frame of my face. I can't see it right now. Let me check. Let me check real quick. But like, you guys haven't seen the Hulk, right? I haven's seen the Hulk. Nobody's seen the Hulk. Okay, my thumbnail's not that weird. I mean, my thumbnail keeps changing. Whatever. How do I animate like you? My animation movements like yours turn out choppy. I suggest watching a video called The 12 Principles of Animation, and then seeing if you can apply any of those to your own animations, cause animation can be kind of tricky. It's not necessarily about like the frame rate or how smooth it is or how little the movements you do are. It's mostly about, you know, posing and exactly like momentum and speed. And easing in and easing out. I don't use that word very often because I don't like that term. Easing in and easing out doesn't make sense to me. Okay, I need to get the lighting here right. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that the light from the outside cannot really be seen coming inside. But then I gotta do something about this light here too. Had the surgery just be Pepper smacking him. She's gonna reach into his chest and pull out his heart. And then replace it with another one. What's your favorite video you've made? I was thinking about this. Let's see. Well, I like the recent videos I've been making, like in 2020. I think my 2020 videos have been much better than my 2019 videos. I know the videos haven't been as frequent, y'all. But I do think they're, like, on an average basis, like, look better, animate better, are more ambitious generally. And I like them. Shepherd Samurai is a big one. I liked how much action there's in that one. I'm liking a lot how this one's turning out. You see some of these shots in the bottom right corner of your screen right now? How he's flying out? That's all practical. There's a whole, you know, I've already animated the scene where he saves the pilot from falling out of the air. And that whole scene is done in the air. And it's cool. Alright, so let's get this first shot. Are you going to get the PS5? Who wants to donate $500 to me right now? Get me a PS5. And I'll play Miles Morales on stream. I'm serious. It's like a reverse giveaway, you know. A lot of creators are doing giveaways for PS5s, but like I can't even afford a PS5 of my own. So what I want to do is a reverse giveaway where one of you guys give me a PS5. All you gotta do is be subscribed to the channel, like this video, and send me your PS5, and you can be eligible to give me it. I'm blacking out, Ed. Let me out of your basement or feed me and give me water. Yo, people keep saying I have like a basement full of like dead people. I don't even have a basement. Y'all think I'm like balling? Y'all think I have money for a basement? You think I have basement money? I don't have PS5 money. You think I got basement money, bro? It's hilarious. Okay, I gotta get all the whatever this is off of him. All right. So what I want, actually, you know what? I'm gonna have this the first shot focus on her, because he says, "Hey Pepper, my assistant." So it makes more sense to focus on her. And let's not have it be a low angle. Let's just have it be like them talking to each other angle. This is a pretty harsh skylight, I gotta say. So I'm gonna see if I can block anything. Can I block that? Kind of. I love you. You're the best. I'm a big fan. OMG, I love you so much. Thank you, Deborah Long. I thought you were gonna like quote me or something. Which is, can you show us Ironmonger? Also, I love you. Not homo. I mean, like, I don't have Ironmonger. I don't know how I'm actually gonna do him yet. I don't know, like, if I'm gonna, like, make it so that way it's just a normal Iron Man Mark 1 figure, or what. I haven't quite decided. Let me know if the music is too loud. Is the music too loud? It might be a bit loud. It's a little loud on my end, so I should probably turn it down. Wait a second. I have this. The General Control Console. Of course. How could I have forgotten about it? War Machine. Buster looks like Ironmonger. You know, I actually did recently order the War Machine, so maybe I can use that. I wonder if it came in yet though. I make sound machines too, but they're not good. You know what? I get this comment a lot that people also make sound machines, but they don't think they're very good. And it's like, don't worry about. I don't think you should worry about being good or anything. You know, just kind of like try to figure out what you like about videos. And if you have already figured out what you like about videos, that's pretty good. Just, you know, just keep making it. Just keep working on it until you get it. Because there's no, like, I've been trying to tell people what I think about when I animate and stuff. And I don't know, I think it's like, even like, remember when I was learning how to animate from other teachers and like people who were trying to teach, it's a hard concept to grasp, you know? Like, you can't just be told the secrets and then boom, your mind expands. Sadly, I don't think skills work like that. You just kind of have to develop it. You just got to keep going until you develop a personal understanding of it. Okay, so I'm just gonna have her walk in. I'm gonna have him be like tinkering on something, and then she just walks in. All right, guys. Did you watch Iron Man? Yeah. I recently watched Iron Man. I forgot how good it was, man. Everybody says it's like one of the best MCU movies, but it's like it actually is. Damn. Not only is it just one of the best MCU movies, it's just a good movie. It's like culturally relevant, has something to say. Is interesting, well acted, well shot. I think Iron Man 1 has the best look of most Marvel movies, you know? Iron Man 1 looks unique. I don't know what it is about it. Yo, thank you very much for the $1, Locky7. I don't know what it is, but it's like cool. Wait, idea. Make clay blood gushing out as an ongoing gag. Oh, are you looking at the bottom right corner of the screen? Because there's clay everywhere, bro. There's clay all over these dead dudes. Will you do a Twitch stream after this? The only reason I did a Twitch stream last time is because this stream was so powerful that it actually broke YouTube as a whole. So we had to migrate to Twitch. It felt like escaping like a war or something. I hope that wasn't too insensitive to actual refugees out there. But yeah, it was like the great migration. Okay, now I gotta have him turn around. We need Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3? I've been saying this, man. I've been saying this. We need it. Like, if we don't get it, like, who knows where society's gonna end up. I'm just saying, man, like, all the issues, have you noticed that all the issues in the world have only really started popping up when the Spectacular Spider-Man got cancelled? I don't remember worrying about everything. I don't remember worrying about coronavirus when it was on air. That's all I'm saying. Like, there was no pandemic when we still had Spectacular Spider-Man episodes to watch. Would I do a Spectacular Spider-Man recap? That would take a while. But honestly, that's a great show and I think it's worth it, so... You can use the Lego War Machine Buster to make an Ironmonger. Is that... I don't know if that's what I'm going to do. I still have to... Like, so apparently... So the way I get Legos now, guys, is my actual place where I live now doesn't have a mailbox. Or at least, I don't think it does. It has like a little slit in the door for people to stick in mail. But I'm like scared of mail theft, because that's actually a pretty big problem in like cities and stuff. So what I usually do is I have all my mail sent to my mom's house. But you know, since it's COVID times, I don't really see her that often, or really ever. So I gotta like, you know, so getting all this stuff to me is kind of hard. It's one of the reasons why I got so lucky with this particular Pepper Potts figure. I found a figure like this, like Pepper Potts is like a rare figure, right? Only released in like 2013. Not a lot of sets, but like, thank God some random guy on Bricklink happened to live literally 5 minutes away from me, and he sold this. And I'm like, this is very convenient. Things don't really turn out this way, you know? It felt like a Disney movie. Doing an Endgame recap? I gotta do all these recaps, you know? I gotta do it. I gotta do them all, so that way everybody can watch it. Why do some brick filmers use real flake blood and actually break their Legos? Because some brick filmers are rich, that's why. Because they can afford to break their Legos. I don't do that because I can't replace these. I gotta use them for the next video. Others, though, they can straight up just like order entire pieces and sets for literally just one production. It'd be fun to get to that point, though, because that looks a lot better than what I'm doing. Somebody said something else in the chat. Hey, what's up, JR Animation Studios? I do remember you. I think you have an iconic profile picture. Can't really forget the cat. Hey, Ed, return from rage quitting. What's up, Fisher Bros? Yo, Fisher Bros. I haven't seen that name in a while. What's up, man? How you doing? I might have missed you in a few previous streams. This is not going to be in 2 minutes. This is definitely going to be a longer recap episode. I think it's probably going to be 4 minutes. I don't want it to be too long. You know, I like Spider-Verse, but I think having it be too long kind of makes it overstay its welcome. So I got to make sure these are like there's a fine line you got to draw. Okay, you don't want it to be too long, because if it's too long, it might be difficult to watch. You might lose some people along the way, essentially. But if it's too short, it's going to be unsatisfying. You know, you got to get that sweet spot. And a lot of that comes in how the video ends most of the time, you know? I think. Okay, so we're getting to it. We're getting to it. How long does it usually take to make these awesome, smooth 15 fishing videos? Wait, 15 fishing? Is that what you said? You mean frames? I mean, like, I've been trying to. There's been a mix. Okay, I'm gonna be transparent with the chat today, and you might have noticed this channel has been slowing down in terms of videos. Now Spider-Man War was a really big project, so that goes without saying. But even for like, you know, like this is, I wouldn't consider this a huge project, but this is getting on the longer side. And not only that, y'all, I failed you guys. I haven't been working every day. I used to be so good at this. I used to be like, ah, yeah, I can knock it out 8 hours, 12 hours, who cares? But man, yo, my life has lost some balance with the pandemic, of course. You know, just not being able to go out. So that's why videos have been getting a little bit slower lately, just because, sadly, you know, people are like batteries. It's hard to stay recharged. But right now I'm feeling pretty charged. Did you do a video with Flapjack Films? I voiced one of his videos. He asked me, he was like, hey man, want to be in a video of mine? I'm like, sure. And I was just a stormtrooper. It's pretty fun. I like that character a lot, about the HDMI cord. I mean, like, guys, we're all feeling a bit of like just general exhaustion, aren't we? I know a lot of you are in school still, and like, come on, like going to school in this time. Whose idea was that? I think it's ridiculous personally. And I know people gotta learn, and I know online school is really hard. I hear online school is like impossible, and I'm like, damn, bro, if everybody's saying this, then it's gotta be true. It's like, I mean, like, it sounds hard, you know. You're at home. How can you really focus if you're like, you know, if you're surrounded by all the things you actually would rather be doing? You guys can hear the music, right? I think it's pretty low right now. Let me check on the stream real quick. You're gonna probably continue to hear some echo. You're gonna probably continue to hear some echo. You can barely hear the music. Okay, let me just turn it up a bit. Alright, that should be better. Ed, what is your favorite brick film animation ever made? Can be made by anyone. I did say about a sad teacher ways by Took a Brick. Another good one is Mace Windu's Return. I don't even like Star Wars brick films that much, but I thought that was pretty well done. Maybe he shouldn't move forward too quickly. The Spectacular Spider-Man or Spider-Man PS4, which do you think is better? I mean, like, I really like playing Spider-Man PS4, but I literally only played it for a weekend of my entire life, and I never got to play it again. Can you do all the Christopher Nolan movies in X minutes? Even Interstellar. I still haven't seen Interstellar. I gotta watch Interstellar. What program are you using for streaming? This is OBS. OBS Streamlabs, if you will. Yo, I'm gonna test something out real quick, guys. And if the audio gets really crazy, let me know. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's not. It's best not to test it. I tried doing widgets on this, you know, like little alerts, so that way when you donate and stuff, you actually see your name on the screen. But when I tested them out, in my streaming program, it will completely destroy the audio for no reason. It will like kill it. And I'm like, why is it doing this? Like, I can't hear anything anymore. And I don't want to ruin the stream by testing out the widget again. I gotta figure that out. Do you watch Forest Fire? Yeah, I watch Forest Fire. I liked his newest video a lot. The one where he's fighting Pennywise, or the one where Shaggy and the gang are fighting Pennywise. I thought that was funny. My assistant, he says. You should save up for a new PC. I've been saving up. I've been saving up this entire pandemic. But mostly for like a rainy day. I recently paid off my student loan, so that's good. Why must people spam? Y'all, I know I haven't been paying attention to the chat, but I asked you guys, do not put just singular letters in the description because it makes it harder for me to see everybody else's stuff. Nah, I paid my student loans. So now I don't gotta deal with that anymore, but I'm definitely a lot less financially stable. So whatever. I mean, like, that was technically never my money in the first place. I always have to pay it, so whatever. Will you ever do Star Wars brick films? I've been thinking about them, you know, like how hard can it be to do the entire Star Wars franchise? You know, like the New Hope in X minutes. I guess my only issue with them is that, bro, how, like, people are so familiar with these stories already. And there's so much saturation of them. I feel like not a lot of people really do Marvel stuff. A lot of people do DC brick films. I don't see a lot of Marvel brick films. Joe Motion did that? If Joe Motion already did that, then, you know, that's his territory, bro. He can. I know Joe Motion's. There's a lot of. There's so many Star Wars brick filmers. It's like I feel alone being a Marvel brick filmer. Dominic Sanguinetti. I hope I spelled your last name right. But thank you very much for the $10. I'm too angry to let you explain. Did you know that they're gonna make a Ghost Rider Spider-Man in 2021? They're gonna make another one? This is excellent news. I want a Ghost Rider. I loved his little hairpiece. I never got it. Ooh, this is such a good this is such a good song, bro. If you don't know Coconut Mall, then What do you know? I saw you were in a 5-Jack Films vid. Yo, that video came out literally like months ago. I know he hasn't uploaded in a while. Has he? I mean, there's no way. Like, I know a lot of other brick filmers put a lot more time and care into their projects, or they're usually busy with other stuff. I cannot hear the music. Thank you, Dominic. Thank you for another $5. Bathroom Brawl reference. Aw, yeah. You guys really can't hear the music, huh? Alright, I'm gonna put it higher. Do you watch Cats with Cyclops? I've seen a lot of his videos. He's a pretty good animator too. Okay. So what I want to do now, I might want to get another shot so he's looking at the bed. Edbound, does Sherlock Holmes brick film sound like a good idea? If so good, I have something to do. If not, I have some videos to delete. Yeah, dude, there are tons of Sherlock Holmes brick films already that are pretty good, and you can look at them and take inspiration from them. And then, you know, go forward with your own ideas with them. Sherlock Holmes is a good like IP or character to make stuff of. We got a big audience today. I think the chat should be in slow mode. Jumi Films. Oh, we're kind of just in the dark. This chat, I think with YouTube chat is just, I kind of like just, I know it's gonna be chaos. It is going to be chaos no matter what. If there's anything really, actually, you know what? I should see if I should mod the Jumi. I know Jumi. 1 second, y'all. I gotta sign into my stream control panel room. It's like the war room. All right, so. Okay, I have an idea. I have to have him I have to have him like step onto the bed. I can't see chat right now, by the way, guys. I'm too busy logging into my live stream control panel. How much do you like Lego? I think it's a great product. I think it's great for creativity, even if you don't have to use it for like animating or filmmaking. But it's so good for so many things. It's probably the best product ever, in my opinion, and the only one that I'll actually ride or die for, if you will. Where's my live stream control panel? Where is that? My manager. Yes, this. Petition for Edbound to get a PS5. Yes, let's start that. Let's get them to give me a PS5 right now. Why is the monetization off? Uh-oh. Ooh. Alright. So where's like the management button? It's right here, it seems. Okay, it looks like it's right here. Alright, the Jumi Film, where are you? I want to give you mod status. If you're in the chat, please say something. Will the real Jumi Film please stand up? Do Indiana Jones, please? I have a lot of Indiana Jones stuff from way back in the day. Higher music? Alright. Oh, this song, y'all. This is Blinding Lights by what's his name? By The Weeknd, except it's like an 8-bit version of it. Okay, I'm just gonna have him. Jumi is here? I didn't see him. Aw, crap. I don't see him, bro. I don't see him. Damn. You know what? This is just gonna be anarchy. There's no music playing right now. It's gonna come soon. Don't worry, y'all. How did you start Lego? I started when I was like 9. I watched Forest Fire's videos. Yo, thank you very much for the $2 Doc Kenobi Studio again. This man's very generous. He was also a Patreon at one point. I recently got paralyzed and it really sucks, but your vids keep me going. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hope you're keeping up, man. Hope you're trying to keep in high spirits. That's pretty crazy, man. I wish there was like. It's just, I don't know, man. That's like a pretty harrowing story, because that can really just happen, huh? To people. Always value your health. Anyways, how'd you get your Bully McGuire Spooderman leg? Did you buy it off from an old set or off Bricklink? Wait a minute. Which one? Like the one I used for the video? when he was actually like Peter Parker in the like emo Peter Parker, or like the Black Spider-Man suit, because that was a decal. Oh, what's up, Jumi Film? All right, here we go. Jumi Film, it's time to. I'm like doing the knighting thing, you know, like when the queen or the king would knight somebody in olden days. That's essentially what I'm doing. I'm putting the sword hilt on like one of each of his on one of his shoulders. You know, it's like you know what they do, right? You know what I'm talking about. I'm not crazy. I swear to God, I'm not crazy. Doctor Strange in next minutes. We're gonna get to Doctor Strange. We gotta get to all the MCUs. I want to be the guy who makes literally every MCU movie recapped, and then you can all and then like I'm gonna put them all together, and you can just watch them in less than like 20 minutes. You can literally be, well, probably gonna be longer than 20 minutes to be honest, but it'll literally be like, you remember those memes from like a few years ago where they're like, hey, want to watch B movie in 5 minutes? But class, do you want to watch B movie? But class starts in 20 minutes. Say no more. And it's like B movie in less than 20 minutes or something. It'll be like this. Hey, do you want to watch the MCU? And they'll be like, what? That's gonna take years, bro. And they're like, say no more. And they just put up my video, and it's literally just like the entire MCU in like, I don't know, in a very quick amount of time. It's called the Atomic Verse. The red and blue one, Spider-Man, Billy Maguire. I'm a little confused by that message. Do you get full sets, or do you find pieces on Bricklink? I used to get full sets, but now it's much more convenient just to get the individual pieces off Bricklink. Unless there's a set that you know you could use. Like the diner set, for example, is a set I knew I could use. And I'm like, I'm getting that. I like that set a lot. I gotta change the focus. He just kind of spins. You should do an Among Us video? I feel like there's so many Among Us videos. I kind of don't have a desire to make one. I'm sorry, bro. Hi, Ed. My birthday's tomorrow. Happy early birthday, Mr. Jackson3045. I'm in the process of making a Spider-Man stop motion. Do you have any semi-beginner tips? You know, I think it's just with Spider-Man, you kind of have to, if you really want to get all that Spider-Man action in there, you gotta make sure he's like jumping around, moving around, spinning fast, doing all these crazy flips and acrobatic maneuvers essentially. That can be a little bit advanced. So I wouldn't like, you know, suggest trying to get good math. I would just suggest try to like, you know, understand how to make him leap. You don't even have to mask at first, you know, if you're just practicing, just try to make a lot of short animations. I would say if you're still like learning, don't devote yourself to huge projects at first, you know, try to figure out the basics, try to do little tests here and there, you know, make small clips of people punching each other or fighting each other or doing something cool that you want to try out. And just do a lot of that. Just do a lot of testing. And then, you know, as you get more and more familiar with animating, then you'll be ready. You know, you'll be ready to move on to the big leagues of making large, narrative-driven brick films. I gotta make sure Tony's balanced. I will do anything to avoid masking, including doing these unpractical balancing acts. Okay, this looks a little awkward. I think it's because of this frame. It still looks a little bit awkward, but you know what? I like how this looks awkward. And what I'm going to do next is have him sit up on the bed. Ed, remember me? Artbrick Animations? What's up, man? I'm the guy who made the pizza video fighting the ninja dude, remember? Ah, yes. The pizza fighting the ninja man. I think I remember. I think it was also it was like in a large green field, but there's like a line of rocks behind their setting, behind the setting. What's going on? Oh, that focus is way too hard. You do a playlist of the MCU movies in order when you finish them all? Ah, yeah. I wonder what would be more beneficial to the masses, you know? Would people rather see like an entire playlist of all the MCU movies? I'm sure that'll happen when they're all done together, right? Because they're going to be released one by one. But what about the ultimate compilation? I wonder when that's coming, bro. I hope we can get this all done by the end of 2021. That'd be pretty cool, right? One of the reasons why I was waiting so long to kind of you know, pull the trigger on the MCUs because there's a lot of assets I have to get for this. But right now the channel is doing pretty well. And it seems that getting these assets are more and more possible with each and every passing day, which is pretty nice. Yo, what's up? Just join Patreon. Yo, thank you Psycho Productions for the $2 and for the Patreon donation, man. Hey Ed, I'm Dirt Follower. You inspired me to do yo, what's up Dirt Follower? It's been a long time since I've seen that name. It's cool to see you under the new name and Proxide. Why do you hate masking? I don't hate masking. But I think it's good to just save myself a little bit of trouble if I can help it. But if I can't, then I'm not gonna like, you know, try to fight it. In this particular scenario, because it was just one frame, I didn't really want to do it. What do you think of WandaVision on Disney Plus? I'm probably gonna use my sister's Disney Plus account to watch it. I'm never gonna get my own, y'all. I'm never gonna get my own Disney Plus account. I will literally be the last man alive, okay? Even if they kill me for it, I will not yield. Can you do long videos? I mean, like, long videos. I love making, you know what I love making about long videos is that when I make a long video, I kind of don't feel like the pressure to complete it quickly because, you know, it's long. People will know it's going to take a while regardless. So it's kind of like I can really go hard on it or like do a lot of cool things with it and take my time. Do a Mandalorian stop motion? I have not seen a single episode of The Mandalorian. I don't know what I'd be doing. Do you have any tips for a park battle brick film? Ooh, you want to have like people in concession stands, you know, vending hot dogs or ice cream and stuff. And it could be funny if like some guy is like just trying to look for change in his wallet. Like, I swear to God, I had change. I can pay for this, okay? And the vendor's just getting really mad. And then all of a sudden the fight breaks out and just completely destroys like the vendor cart. And then he's like, all right, I found my toonie. Here you go. And then he gets the hot dog. Yo, thank you very much for the $5, Spencer Productions. Sup, I like your animations, the cartoonish movement style. I like it too, it's why I do it. I like doing this because it feels like, kind of like, quick, I guess. How do you know how many frames to take for your dialogue? It's all done thanks to the help of the program Dragon Frame. Essentially what I can do is I can overlay a track. I can overlay my audio track into the program. And literally frame by frame, I can like, you know, I can hear every single time I change a frame, I can hear the audio, like the voice bit, that is going to be heard on this frame. So essentially, I can just animate to the syncing of the actual dialogue. It's very convenient. I love this program because of it. Can you do more tutorials, please? That would be awesome. I should do more tutorials. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, there are a lot of things that people ask, and I'm always just like, I gotta get to this. Okay, I gotta get to this for them, bro. I gotta do it for them. I don't know, man. Just quarantine's just been hard. Like, there's so many things that I told myself I gotta do and I just haven't done them yet because it's just like, I don't feel the motivation to even get out of bed some days. So you kind of just gotta, you gotta wrestle with those feelings, you know, those feelings of apathy and dismotivation and general lack of regard. What I've been doing is every single time I hear those thoughts in my head, at least for the last couple days, I've been fighting them, bro. I've been like, get out of my head. I can do better than this. You know, it's just, you kind of have to be like that. You kind of have to fight those thoughts. Will you ever do an Avengers in the next minutes? I'm setting up for Avengers in the next minutes. That's where we're making Iron Man, bro. We gotta do it the way they did it. You know, it only worked for Marvel because they knew to take their time and to carefully craft these places. Are you sad that the Christmas season is fast approaching and there's no snow? Especially since you're a Torontonian like me and there's usually a Christmas market. I don't like snow that much, bro. If you're a Torontonian, you know that snow here can become a hassle. I am a little bit bummed out about the Christmas market because living here would actually make it easy to go there. But what can you do, man? You know, I kind of already like I kind of like my birthday's also around the corner too, but I'm kind of just living with the reality that I'm not gonna get a birthday this year. I just gotta hold out on all the fun stuff that we normally do in favor for the human race, essentially. Can you quickly reach into my? He says, can you quickly reach into my chest and pull out this magnet and essentially just do what's it called, surgery? My birthday's November 25th. Yo, the fat man. Your birthday's in 9 days, bro. That's cool. Hey, I just found your old channel. No! Really? I swear I've given it to people before. Terminator vs. Iron Man, please. I would do RoboCop versus Iron Man. I like RoboCop. I don't really watch this Terminator. What software do you edit in? Adobe Premiere Pro. I wish I could edit on stream more often. I want to show you guys some of my editing techniques. But, like, my computer legit can't handle it. Yo, I'm gonna see you later. Somebody said bye in the chat, but it went by so fast that I couldn't even see it. Damn. I need to go. I'm gonna see you later, Doc Kenobi Studios. Thanks for the donations. Hey, yo, Ed, please spread this message, man. I'm currently brainstorming a sequel to Lego Dimensions. Yo, Fisher Bros? A sequel to Lego Dimensions. The video game? What do you think of Fortnite and Marvel? I mean, I know a lot of people don't like Fortnite. I honestly don't understand why people don't like Fortnite. And I think it's because of the fan base. I mean, like, I don't play Fortnite anymore. I think Apex Legends is a better game. But you know what? If people like Fortnite, if it makes a lot of people happy, then why would that make me unhappy? You know, my videos make other people happy. If some people dislike my videos exclusively because they made somebody else happy, that bummed me out. Read this comment. Damn, the Boy Studios, you got it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it to use Premiere Pro? Oh man, that's a weird question because at first, yeah, the interface is like, whoa, what is this? I don't know what I'm doing. It's like a spaceship. But you know, the way I learned is literally just I would go on YouTube, but whenever I wanted to figure out like how to do an effect or a trick, you know, I'd be like, how do I make it so that way my transitions look like they're blurry or something, you know? And there's a YouTube tutorial on it essentially, and it's exactly what I'm looking for most of the time. So that's pretty much what I did. You know, I think if you want to learn any new program, essentially just if you want to teach it to yourself, there's a lot of good online tutorials out there, and that's what I pretty much used. It's how I taught myself animation, how I taught myself video making, quite a few things. Where we do video games in the next seconds? Sonic the Hedgehog. Wait, that was a movie. Doesn't really count. Why the Dancing Pig? Cause I like him. He's just kind of chilling there, bro. Yo, okay, y'all. I'm about to go into focus mode for a bit, okay? So, I'm not gonna be reading chat because I really want to get this shot done. So give me 2 minutes. You're gonna see my eyes widen. That's because I'm in focus mode, and that's how you can essentially tell that I'm in focus mode. Is when my eyes are like bulging out of the skull, essentially, to engage in maximum focus. I can zoom in essentially when I do this. At least that's what it feels like. When will I post the vid? Oh man, you know I wanted to post it last Wednesday. I don't know what it is lately, man, but like damn, bro, time has been going by so fast, and it feels like I haven't been keeping up with it. All right, we're in focus mode again. I'm a new YouTuber. We were all new at one point. Okay, you know what I've been noticing actually? That black wall up here, you can see it here. Ah, crap. That's me in the reflection. You can see me moving in that reflection. I gotta edit that out in post. All right, y'all. We gotta put on the loud music. How to make people fly in stop motion, please read. I actually made a tutorial on that last year. It's called How to Make People Fly in Lego or in stop motion. Check out the tutorials playlist, my guy. Maybe not too loud. I have to go. Please read my goodbye. I really like you. I'm gonna see you later, Sean Bancroft. Thank you very much for joining the stream. I showed my mom my Lego videos. She found them. Yo, for real? Your mom found my videos hilarious, XL? Thanks, man. Yo, that's... You know, it's always so weird when I hear, like, you know, people, like, who have kids like something that I made. Or really just anybody that's older than me in general, like something that I made. It's always like, for real? Damn, bro. It's like a rite of passage. It's like, cause I thought there was like a clear limit to people who can enjoy this. So it's nice to hear that some people can break that limit. Who's your favorite Marvel villain? Mine is Doctor Doom, Doctor Octopus, I think, or Mysterio. I think those are pretty cool villains. Hi, Rebound. Yo, people call me Rebound sometimes. I think I'm gonna change my name to Rebound. Edbound, it's my birthday. Yo, shout out to Julian Stop Motion. It's his birthday. Hey, Ed, do you want to put Punch Out music? I should add Punch Out music to the stream playlist. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. I love Punch Out music. But right now I have the stream playlist going on because I don't want to open up Google Chrome because my computer is legit like slow as hell. If I open up Google Chrome while I have the Streamlabs playing on one monitor and my animation program playing on the other monitor, it's going to chug. Why do people call you Rebound? Probably a typo. Okay, now I gotta take out... I gotta take out one of his chest reactor pieces. Wait a second. Oh crap. I forgot something actually. I'm gonna go into my files real quick to make sure I know exactly what I'm doing. Thankfully I can do this. Alright, I think it was in one of the first shoots I had. Was it this one? No, it might have been the second one actually. Yeah, it was this one. Okay. Okay, so okay, I know what I'm doing now, y'all. Hey Google, play Edbound on YouTube. As a student, you have obviously come across an easy assignment. In fact, students are not the only ones required to open such a paper. If you're working, your employer can ask you to write a short... Yo, what is that? Is that like a copy pasta? People really just come into this chat to copy pasta? Wait a second. This is not the one I want. Where's the other one? Here it is. Do Jurassic World in X minutes? I will do Jurassic Park. I can't believe they made Jurassic Park Legos, honestly. That's kind of a weird thing to just make. I'm not complaining, mind you, because I like Jurassic Park and the Jurassic Park series. I don't like all of them, though. Opinions on the Back to the Future movies? I've only seen the first one once in grade 9 in French class, and I thought it was good. I liked it. Hey, Ben, why do you swear in videos when you use Legos? I'm asking as a family-friendly YouTuber who doesn't. Yeah. To be honest, I do feel guilty whenever I swear in my videos, because I know young people watch them. But I think the truth is, some of it has to do with the fact that YouTube, I don't want YouTube, like, you know, striking my videos for kids. And also, I don't want my videos to exclusively be just for one demographic either. I usually say that whenever I write my videos, I have people my age in mind in terms of, like, how I make jokes or how I write about events, or how I make these characters talk. But that doesn't mean I just want only people my age to enjoy them. I want everybody to enjoy them. But YouTube, with his ever watchful eye, I'm worried they're going to see my videos are made of Lego, and they're going to think, this is only for kids. Put it in the for kids section, where only one demographic can see it. And I'm going to be like, well, that's kind of like weird, because I don't even think, because the YouTube for kids section is for really little kids, like the actual 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds. I don't really think, like, I'm not going to like get mad at them for watching it, but like, it's like, I don't know if the 3 and 4-year-olds of the world are going to be able to understand the very deep intricacies of every Edbound animation, you know? Yo, Edbound, I saw 6 people named Ed, Eddie, Edwin, etc. I gotta join that squad. I don't know a lot of Eds in my life, honestly. I know a guy named Eduardo. He's also a filmmaker, and he's also a second-generation immigrant from El Salvador. So, I mean, like, I'm getting this a little bit wrong, y'all. Do Christmas Carol in X minutes for Christmas because there's a Christmas Carol set. We actually are thinking of doing a Christmas special. for Christmas, because we did a Halloween special, right? We did 2 Halloween specials. I want to make like a big Christmas video. It'll be like a cool thing. It's not gonna be a Christmas Carol, but it is gonna be something. Me and Zach are both writing it. Also, and even when they're found, they move on. Yo, what are you guys talking about in chat? I found a giant wall of text. I try to dive into it. I'm just like, I don't know what this guy is talking about. It doesn't feel like it's relevant to I mean, like, let's be real. I don't know what people could talk about that'd be relevant to the stream, because I'm kind of just animating here. See ya, Ed, have a good day. Thanks for watching the stream, JR Animation Studios, man. I should have given you mod, huh? I didn't see you in the chat. Sorry, bro. A little bit late for that, though. Let's move on with the animation. I love this song. Wish I had the chance for Edbun to see my comment. Yo, created it. There's a chance right there. Maybe I should move his right arm. Edwin, what software are you using? I'm using Dragon Frame. I wonder if you knew that. So did you just scrub with Eddie Murphy? I've been trying to contact him. It doesn't really seem like he wants to catch the work though. So he's been ignoring me. My name is Edwin. Kokoman plays. Yo, Edwins of the world unite. I have a team if you want to join it of other Edwins, and they're not ready. You know, the rest of the world, they're not ready for us to rise. That's all I'm saying. Yo, how's the audio? Can you guys somehow, because like right now in my ears, the music's a little loud, but like my voice is still like audible, right? Throughout all of it, throughout all the crazy music. Mr. Edwin, can you read my comments, sir? Beast Production 65, what's up, man? Yo, I can't read everybody's comments. Damn, I'm sorry. But don't be sad about it. Chances are, chances are, if you're just talking, you can't hear the music? What the heck? You can't hear the music. There's straight up no music playing? That's impossible. I've heard it. Music playing? That's impossible. I've heard it. It is playing. It just sounds very low on your end. Let's try this again. I wonder if that actually does anything. Let's check. Dude, streaming is hard work, I'm gonna say that right now. I can't tell. I can't tell what's going on. Alright, I'm gonna make Pepper step out. If Edbound would read my comments, Bryant Williams, bro. I read it. You posted a billion times. I was trying to avoid it, but you cracked me. You cracked me. I try not to read spam because I don't want to indulge in it. I don't want to encourage people to do it. I do not want to give the precipice that you will be rewarded with the comment being read if you're saying it over and over again. Otherwise, that encourages that behavior. Thanksgiving special? Thanksgiving already happened in Canada. Thanksgiving in Canada is October. So it's a little bit too late for that. Sorry, y'all. Are we gonna make all 3 Captain America films? I'm gonna make every MCU movie, bro. I gotta make every MCU movie. I don't think I'm gonna do mouth animations for these videos though. For these smaller animations, I think that's gonna be reserved more for like crazy stuff like Spider-Man War, Strong Doctor, and stuff like that. Like real cinematic experiences. They'll have the mouth movements. And if Edbound read my message, I'd recommend Jiggle Bell's Bombay remix. I'm gonna check that out later. Okay, now all I gotta do is just move it ever so slightly. I messed it up. Ooh. Are we actually doing Strong Doctor? Of course we're doing Strong Doctor. It's just taking forever because of the pandemic. I like blaming everything on the pandemic. It's an easy scapegoat, bro. Nobody gets mad. Everybody knows what it's like to deal with the pandemic. And everybody just understands, you know? If you blame something on the pandemic, I'll understand. Because this is a hard-ass pandemic. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know? You can't, like, if I was a teacher right now, and like a student of mine, or like all my students were like, yo, Professor Edbound, I can't hand in this assignment. This pandemic is making me sad. I'll just be like, okay. That's cool, I get it. You don't have to. This is a hard time, and it's ridiculous of us to ask this much of you, while also, like, you know, trying to go through this extreme event. Edmund, what camera are you using? This is the Logitech C920. I gotta add that into my, that little, you see this? What am I pointing to? You see this? I gotta add the, my camera to that information exposition page. But yeah. I'm just saying, y'all, I've seen the way some teachers, like, I've seen the way some students have been being treated by their teachers during this time, and it's like, you guys are, it's like, these professors are ridiculous, yo. This is a hard-ass time, and most of us are still pretty young. You know? I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm making a Revolutionary War Minutemen stop motion thoughts. I love history brick films. You should do that. It's pretty cool. Love the music choices, great taste, man. I'm doing my best. This is the 8-bit version of Feel Good, because I gotta get around that copyright system, bro. It's by Mix and Mash. Mix and Mash is such a great YouTube music cover artist. I love him. You guys should all check him out. Mix and Mash. I've used his videos, I've used his songs in a lot of stuff I've made. And he makes an appearance in literally every stream I have. Hey, I just started some Lego stop motion and need some encouragement. Thanks. You got it, man. I hope that's good encouragement, bro. You know, it's weird though, cause like you know what, y'all, when I was like young, making my brick films and stuff, one of the reasons why I quit is cause I got discouraged. I didn't get a lot of views on them, as you guys know. Which honestly, you know, you say, you know, people say don't do it for the views and stuff, and I don't think you should do it for the views, at least not solely for the views. But like, I get the feeling, you know, I get the feeling when you work on something that's like that's hard. You spend your time and your soul on it. You put it out to the world, and it kind of comes out to little fanfare. That sucks. I can understand why having a lack of audience can definitely discourage somebody. All I can really say is that you're never gonna really find an audience if you give up. So you just gotta keep going, bro. I mean, imagine if I gave up. Oh God, what have I done? Ugh. I really like that cartoony style you use in your brick films. It's indicative to how I move in real life, actually. I only move like this, bro. It's crazy. Do you have a PS5? Stop rubbing it in my face, man. I know I don't have a PS5. I know! I want one so bad. Joshua 10, but I gotta go. I'm gonna see you later, man. Thanks for the watch. I want a PS5 more than anything, bro. More than anything. I'm gonna go to Walmart and steal one. I can't do that. It's a pandemic. I'm not gonna go to Walmart. What do you edit with? I use Adobe Premiere Pro. Your Thor Dark World is probably gonna be better than a real movie. I can't believe I gotta watch that movie again, man. I watched that movie once when I was in grade 9 when it came out. I don't remember anything that happens in it though. I remember Loki or Thor gets his hand cut off and Loki dies. But it's like, bro, there's like 5 movies where you can say Loki dies in. I've been having some trouble making brick films and masking because you could see where I masked over the bricks and I use a phone. Do you have any tips on how to fix this? If you can see where you masked over, that means that the lighting wasn't consistent the entire way through. But there is a way to fix this. If you have your blank frame, I would suggest just using that. And you have to be very careful when masking your character in the frame. But what you want to do is, instead of erasing your support, just highlight the entire character. Try to just highlight just the character without the support. And then take out his background, so that way you put him in the original blank background that you took earlier. And just do that for every frame. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. In my mind it makes perfect sense, but I don't know if this is going to translate well to everybody else. But essentially, don't cut your support out. Cut out your character and put him into the blank background, and keep doing that. That way you don't have. That way it's just your character that you're placing onto the photo. And yeah, that's it. Can't hear the music? I'm gonna turn it up. It's a low song. It is a very low song. I need healing. I'm a health pack. I hope you're good now. You know, this song is actually a bit too low and too slow for this stream. We gotta get the hype up. Let's go. Aw, yeah. I can't not jam this. Edbound, do you want to make your own movie? Oh yeah, I want to make my own movie. It's too loud. All right, I'm gonna turn it down. I want to make a bunch of movies. I want to make my own animated. I want to make my own claymation movie, like a full-length feature claymation movie. I want to make a live action at one point in my life, but you know, just gotta take it one step at a time. I can't figure out this frame. Oh, I can see why. Created it. Yo, thanks for the $2, man. You are the best YouTuber. I wish there were more of you so you could do other stuff than stop motion. Thanks, Spider-Bro Lego Animation. Sometimes I wish the same thing, that there were more of me. Edbound is a Canadian brick filmer. He is known for his zany parody brick films, including the movies in a various number of second series, Spider-Man Into the Universe, and his grocery shopping in 202. Jihad Salon, reading my exact, Jihad Alston, my bad. Reading my exact Bricks in Motion Wikipedia page. Yeah, I have a Bricks in Motion Wikipedia page. No big deal. You know, they just give it to people. Don't have to tell me about it. I do feel good about it though. Are you gonna add Andrew to your Spider-Man series? Oh, like my Spider-Man series. I've been thinking of adding Black Cat, honestly. I don't know how much I like Mary Jane as an actual love interest for Peter Parker. I don't know what it is. I mean, like, I don't think she's very well characterized, at least from what I've seen. I could be very wrong. MJ is actually the one aspect of Spider-Man that I don't understand. It's just, I don't get it. Like, she's a redhead. She has, like, does she have, like, any individual characteristics? I like what they did with her in Spider-Man PS4, because they gave her, like, because they made her more of, like, a central team member, like a core aspect character. I know, like, her and Peter are like homies, you know, and that's important. We gotta have homies in our life. It's not that I don't like MJ, I just don't really get her as a character. She's an actress. I get, yeah, that's true. You know what? Maybe that's it. I don't understand actors. Are you a Biden supporter or a Trump supporter? I'm Canadian, bro. I'm just looking at your country in fear. That's it. Like all of us are. Like we're all just like wide-eyed, like, whoa, what's going on there, bro? I hope nothing crazy happens. That's pretty much all we can hope for. I use my phone and I connect it to my iPad and do the editing on there. You know what? I think there is like a lot of things you can do with like iOS animating now, isn't there, huh? Because Akash Lego Productions has made some crazy brick films on an iPad. Headbound, watching from Calgary, Canada, and I love your vids. Can I get a shout out? What's up, Lucas Laurie? That's a long ass shot. Have you played Miles Morales PS5? I don't have a PS5. I don't have a PS5, bro. Next person who asks me if I have a PS5 gets banned. Every single time I see that message in chat, it hurts. It feels like I failed to get a PS5. Will we ever get a Ghost Rider in Lego? They have made Ghost Riders like Ghost Rider figures and sets with Spider-Man. So you know what? Why not? The Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider. I gotta make every movie I can. I gotta make every Marvel movie at some point. You know, not just the MCU, but even like the X-Men's, Blade, Howard the Duck. I gotta make them all. And I gotta do them better. I gotta do them better than Marvel could ever do. They'll be embarrassed. Disney will stop working with Marvel and they'll approach me. They'll be like, Edbound, we've seen your great videos on YouTube. They're much better than what Marvel can make. You are the future. Join us and together we can rule the world. And I'll look Disney right in the eye, and I'll say, no, I don't want to be a part of this monopoly on media. I will do everything I can to destroy you. That's what I'm gonna tell Disney. Have you watched? I've watched you since Lego Spider-Man 2 in 100 seconds. Yo, that's at least a year. That came out last August. You watch Michael MGF Customs? I know of him. I've seen some of his animations. Wait a second. This is a long song, bro. How long is the song? 7 minutes? Alright, that's a bit much. 7 minutes is too long for one song, bro. This is also a good song, yo. Pokemon Black and White? Best Pokemon, bro. Best Pokemon right there. Can I get a shout out? I feel disappointed with my channel. Chiconda 1 Clay Creations. Don't feel disappointed in your channel, bro. I know it can be hard. Cause like I said earlier, bro, like when you make something and you feel like nobody watches it or even likes it, like that hurts, bro. But like you just gotta keep going, man. You just gotta like there's no such thing as like you just try and it's either you fail or you succeed. It's you try, you fail, you learn, you try again, and you might fail again, but you learn from that too. It's a constant trial and error, essentially. Will you make a video on Moon Man? I gotta introduce Moon Man. He's an integral part of the Edbound lore. Okay, so she's walking. She's walking. What do you think of the new Lego Mario sets? I just wish they were like real Legos, like not like the electrical, you know, make your level stuff. And I think that's good. I think that's honestly really cool and innovative. And I think it's creative. And I think it's incredible that they actually did that. But I really want minifigures. That's it. Speaking of Mario, this is a Mario song. Should do some Avengers Endgame in next minutes. You know, I gotta do all of these though. I gotta do all of them. There's like at least 20 other movies before I can get to Avengers Endgame. We do Toy Story? I could do Toy Story. They made Toy Story Legos. I don't want to just limit myself to Legos, but it's all I know. Well, I mean, I also know Clay. I just don't really have the resources for that. You inspired me to make stop motions? This is nice to hear. OKW Lego Studios. I've had my own inspirations too, you know. And now the cycle continues. You know what I gotta do, guys? I gotta finish the Spider-Man, like the 2001 Spider-Man game. I never finished that. We got up to nearly the last level, I think. We got up near the end, and we haven't finished it yet. I gotta finish that soon. I was hoping to finish it literally like, I was hoping to finish Spider-Man War, and then do a stream of us finishing it, but I just didn't feel good that day. Sad. Ed, what will you do if I buy you a PS5? I'll play Miles Morales, and I'll enjoy it. I hope, at least. And then I'll play the Spider-Man PS4 remaster too. You can play Miles Morales on a PS4. I know that. I don't have a PS4 either though, so might as well just get a PS5. She's too. She has to be facing him more like this. That doesn't look right. Come on, Pepper, balance. Okay, good. What's your phone battery at? Mine is at 26. Let me check. 49. Alright, next frame. Who's your favorite superhero, Edbound? My favorite superhero? It's gotta be Spider-Man, bro. It's gotta be Spider-Man. Spider-Man is literally like, you get him young, you get him forever, you know? That is the realest experience I've ever had with it. Because Spider-Man is the first superhero movie I ever watched when I was like when did it come out? 2001? 2002? When I was 3 years old. And you know, literally the first impression of my entire life. So that's like one of my earliest memories. And now I'm literally never gonna not be a Spider-Man fan for the rest of my life. Like, you get him young, you get him forever. Like, that's some real stuff right there. Got me early. How you doing today, Edbound? Stark798? I'm doing pretty good. I got out of bed way too late today. Way too late. How long to you 1,000 subs? Well, I hit that quite a while ago. So, I gotta go bye. I'm gonna see you later, Dan Carlos Studios Gaming. Okay, I have to push his arm up. I hate these arms. These arms are too sticky. Sticky arms are so annoying. Is that Coconut Mall? Hell yeah, it is. Do you have any advice for start animators? Look up the 12 principles of animation right now. Right now. 12 principles of animation. This song is called Coconut Mall. Mario Kart Wii. Okay, I think I can change the angle now. Why did I say you uploaded 10 months ago on Cricking? Because I unlisted those videos 10 months ago because they used to be on private. But YouTube thinks I published them 10 minutes ago, even though I published them way back in 2009. I gotta push this up. Make Venom, please, man. At least consider it. I didn't like that movie that much, but if I'm gonna do all the Marvel movies, then that means I gotta do Venom too. And the Fantastic Fours. Oh god, I gotta do Fan 4 Stick too, huh? Are you gonna get the Xbox One Series X? I'm not an Xbox guy. Maybe if it was a 360, like I used to like be like into the 360, but like I don't know, Xbox One didn't really do it for me. Now there's really the new one. It's just the issue is every exclusive game it feels like I can get on the Xbox, or most games I can get on Xbox, I can get on the PC. And I'm not much of a gamer already, so. But the PS5 has Spider-Man, and that's the only reason that it wins over for me. Okay. Now I just gotta make him pull back a bit. Are you gonna watch vids? Haven't decided yet. I think I'm gonna stream until. I think I'm gonna stream for a couple more hours. I think I'm gonna stream until about 10 o'clock or 9:30ish, 9:30 EST. Right now it's 7:50 for me. So maybe we can spend the last half hour of that watching videos. Make Logan / Wolverine. I gotta do all the X-Men's too, huh? 2021 is gonna be about the MCU. Hopefully we're gonna do like as the year goes on, we're gonna be able to progress to the MCU videos. There's 52 weeks in a year. There's 20 MCU movies, which means there's at least 20 weeks in the year that we gotta spend on the MCU. Inside my chest. Did you move to a new house? No. I've been in this house since March. Right before COVID started, bro. Not a fun awakening, I'll tell you that right now. Not the greatest year to like try to be independent. Edbound, practical effects or visual effects? I personally like practical effects because they don't age. Like it's very hard for a good practical effect to age because it's real. You know, it's there. You can really interact with it. And also because I guess I'm a stop motion guy, so I guess naturally I prefer that stuff. But visual effects can achieve stuff that practical effects straight up cannot. So I think both of them have their merit. Edbound, do you watch the movies then remake them? Yeah, I watched them first. I watched Iron Man first while I was writing it. Okay, I need him to turn his head. Do you have tips for Dragon Frame beginners? Honestly, it's pretty straightforward. You see this animation window? I spend like 100% of my time on this most of the time. Sometimes I use the audio tab so that way I can import my my dialogue and I can animate to the dialogue. But for the most part, it's just using the arrow keys to change my frames. The plus and minus keys to change the onion skinning. And the enter key to take the frames themselves. Lego these days are very expensive. Yo, Legos have historically been very expensive. It's crazy. It's cause they make them with that quality and material, you know. Edben, what's your favorite supervillain? I like Dr. Octopus a lot because he has 4 arms and he moves like, you know, he can like climb stuff. He legit looks like an octopus going up these concrete buildings and stuff. Spider-Man of the Dark Knight. I'm a Spider-Man guy. I'm not much. I like Batman. I had a big Batman phase when I was like 13 up until I was like 17, and Batman was my favorite superhero for a long ass time. But I just can't worship a billionaire anymore. You know, I just can't. I just can't do it. Did you watch the Lego Ninjago movie? Nah. I didn't watch it. I saw one clip from it. The flute scene. The Hard Knock Life scene. I'm like, this is good. I wonder why I haven't watched the entire movie. But I hear the whole movie isn't that good. What's your OG channel called? Krikeen. Krikeen. Urban stop motion. If you want to look at my old videos from when I was 9, 10, 11. In third world countries, Lego sets are 6 times more expensive. That sucks, man. Man, just the whole developing nation stuff, bro. It's crazy. How like one side of the world keeps like the rest of the world like kind of subjugated under its foot. It sucks. I hate it. Eddie, I'm just dying to talk more about Lego Dimensions 2. You can talk about it. You can talk about it in the stream chat. I don't really have much stake in Lego Dimensions 2, sadly. I gotta focus on the animation. Okay, so we're getting somewhere with this. So we're getting somewhere with this shot now. Finally. What province do you live in? I live in Toronto. Would you like me to donate an old Iron Man suit in Lego from 2012? Ooh, that'd be cool. But I don't think I really have much use for it. And if it's old, and if it's like, you know, rare, maybe you should hold on to that. What if it's worth like, what if it's valuable, you know? I cannot wait for when this is finished. Yeah, man. I want this to also be like, I want to see how the ending comes out. Cause I have this bit that I really liked. Why Krikeen? I'll tell you why I named my channel Krikeen. When I was young, about 7, 8 years old, there's this game called Metroid Prime Hunters. It's a Metroid game, you know, like Samus. There's this one character named Trace, and I like that character a lot. Trace was a cool guy, and his species, he was an alien. His species was called the Krikeen. I don't know what it was. Krikeen, just one E. And I'm like, I like that. I'm gonna do Krikeen, and that's it. That's literally why that's literally why. That's literally why I named my channel Krikeen. Can you make it an Among Us stop motion? I've seen a lot of Among Us stop motions. I don't know, man. I really like. I see so many. I'm just like, these are all cool. I'm gonna let them do their thing, you know. I'm gonna let them have this. Also, I just don't know what I would say with it. If I were to make an Among Us stop motion, it'd be about me doing my tasks over and over again, always getting crewmate, and getting annoyed that I keep getting crewmate. It's like, you know, because damn, I'm willing to do a lot of chores for the opportunity to become my friends. I found out about myself. Do you know the town Milton? Sounds familiar. But like in my general area, anything that's not the GTA, which is the Greater Toronto area, I kind of just don't think about, which is not good. I gotta think about the rural areas more, because let's be real, y'all. Local, if you wanna make a change in your society for the better, you gotta get engaged in your local community. You have to understand who's around you, how they think, why they think, the problems that they face. The channel description says the channel is dead. It is dead. I'm sorry, it's never coming back. Who inspired you to do this stuff? To make videos in general? I feel like I've always been making videos. I don't know why. I just liked watching movies growing up. But then I watched Clay World, and that got me into doing claymations. And then I watched Forest Fire, and that got me into doing brick films. Do you have states in Canada? No, we have provinces. Hey, what's up, Rookie26? How's it going, man? Alright, what have we got so far? Alright, that's what we got so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to really quickly change the replay. So let's just watch this a few times. Let's watch this a few times over. Will you bring back Guy Man? Guy Man is a relic from the past, I'm sorry. Could you possibly tell me the camera you use? Oh, I should do that right now, actually. I use the Logitech C920. Do you know that Steve Terryberry lives in Toronto as well as Edmount? Who's that? Is he also a guy on the internet? Alright. This should be enough. Alright, stop the replay. That should replace it. Will you bring back Guy Man? Guy Man is a. I should take that off. All right, now let's just edit. Oh, whoops. All right, that should be good. So now you guys can see that forever. Edmund, are you gonna make Spider-Man 3 Noir ever? Yes, I gotta finish that series. That's one of I've had that whole series planned, but I just don't want to spend like the next few months working on it again, especially when I just made a video that was like, especially when I just made part 2, which took a couple months. You know, we gotta, cause like on the one hand, I gotta keep making videos because. I mean, like, I don't have to keep making videos. But what I want to do is I want to keep making videos because I don't want people to like, you know, there are a lot of brick filmers out there who take a long time to make videos and stuff. And most of the time they got like other stuff going on in their lives too, right? But when they come back, it's like, bruh, nobody remembers them. So I gotta keep that in mind too. Also, I kind of just like these short videos. When I make a long video, I wouldn't say it drains me. But I am not looking to make another long video right after. I kind of want to make short videos after that. So that way I can kind of like, you know, get my energy back up. And eventually I'm like, okay, I made enough short videos. I got to make something crazy and cool again. And that's how the long videos come out. Me back. Yo, what's up? Noah's not there. Okay, maybe I should change the lighting on this one because I don't like this that much. Yikes. Maybe I should check out this. I don't need this light catcher thingy. Do you know Aubrey Studios 82? Because if you do, ask him why he hasn't uploaded in 2 years. It's because he runs a new channel now called J Aubrey. J Aubrey is a commentary channel, and I think he's made some very well produced documentaries on that channel. I gotta say. But he's no longer a brick filmer. I don't think. I don't know if he's ever gonna come back to brick filming, which would be a shame. But you know, if he's moved on, if he's doing what he likes right now, then who can really blame him? I gotta set this up properly. Crap. I just knocked something over, which means I gotta bend over and grab it. What are you doing, step bro? Ugh. I hate bending over, bro. I feel so vulnerable. Hey Ed, was there a movie that influenced your style? Not really a single movie, but Edgar Wright, I think influenced a lot of my earlier stuff. I think how he did a lot of those crazy fast-paced whip cuts and transitions and stuff. That kind of inspired me in my earlier videos. But I want to branch out from that because I don't want to just, you know, bite somebody else's style forever. I mean, like, it's not really biting, it's just taking inspiration. But also, like, I guess it's like I kind of want to figure out other stuff to take inspiration from too. So I've been watching more movies. Are you gonna do more tutorials? Of course. How do you light your scenes? These 2 desk lamps. You can't even see it, but that's one of them right there. That's another one right there. This is the whole set. It's like that. You can see, this is the camera I use, actually. Check it out. They're looking at each other. I miss Aubrey's style of comedy in his brick films, and it sucks he hasn't uploaded. Yeah, it is unfortunate. But if you really miss him, you should check out his new channel, J Aubrey, because he's made some really, I think, some very thoroughly researched, well-documented videos on that. He's not gone forever. Do I like Bionicle? I don't have really any Bionicles, to be honest. I have one that I got a long time ago. Smaller than I thought? This is my camera again. This is the camera I use. So you see this camera? This camera is what I'm using to film my face, and this is what I'm using to film my videos. These are 2 of the same cameras. This is a C922. This is a C920. That's all there is to it. Edwin, want to be my friend? I don't have any. Damn, Lucas Laurie. I'm sorry about that. I didn't have friends for a while. I mean, I don't really know what my past relationships with previous people have been like. But it can be difficult. I'll be your friend, man. I'll be everybody's friend. Ha ha ha! And nobody can stop me. Okay, what I need to do is I need to have this a bit more of an adjacent angle so that way you can see more of their frontal areas. Maybe I should do it from like from like a top-down kind of perspective. I like this much better. I just gotta figure out a way to stand up the camera. Whoa. Guys, check this out. It's balancing on its own. This is incredible. Literally just this small sliver is making it balance. Filmmaking. I literally just subscribed. Yo, what's up, and Creations? Thank you for the subscription. Alright, maybe I should, but this is a little bit too high. Ugh. I know, right, though? Like, damn, look, the camera? I didn't know you could do that. Is it weird that logo guns are so oversized? Yeah, they're pretty big. What Bionicle cassette do you have? I'm not exactly sure what it's called. I know it's like a red dude. He has a mask. And he's pretty big. He has like a flame sword too. He has a golden mask. And a flame sword. And he's red. Maybe that narrows it down, but I'm not entirely sure. Yo, thank you very much for the $1, Alex Thunderstaff. Maybe put the light catcher back for editing consistency. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Cause look at this, it's so different. So the issue actually I think is because I removed the wall. So let me just put that back, and it doesn't really change anything actually. So I think what I gotta do. No, that's not it either. Consistency be damned, I gotta say, man. I don't think I can really go for it. This is the most I can do. And I gotta change the white balance a bit. So that way it looks more consistent. Alright guys, how does that look? Does that look like a decent cut? Or does that look horrible? What is favorite Lego character of yours? The Meat Beater, easily. Ew. Ah. Pah. This is horrible. 1 second, y'all. Yeah, I play Mario Kart. Damn, sorry about that, guys. Ugh. So like, I took a drink of my water and there's a hair in it, bro, and I just felt like a long hair just kind of go deep into my esophagus. I'm like, wasn't fun. Oh God, that's embarrassing, bro. All right, you know what? This doesn't look that inconsistent, but to make it look more consistent, let's just add the wall back in, or at least like some bit of the wall. Yeah, this is good. All right, that should be better. Yeah, it doesn't look that different. I mean, like, you can tell the shadows are different, but like, how much, how do you really think people are gonna notice? You know? I'm gonna make her look up. I'm gonna make him turn a bit more towards her. And I'm gonna make her actually go a bit closer too. Alright, this is a good angle. I like this angle. Yo, when could you do some voice lines for me? I gotta do voice lines for a lot of people still. I gotta stop like flaking, bro. I'm a bad person, man. I can't handle it. I won't notice? Yo, thanks to Bricks. Thank you very much for not telling anybody. Sometimes, you know, like I mean, like, if this was like a cinematic experience video like Spider-Man War, I would pay more attention to stuff like this. But this is a movies and seconds video, you know? This is for fun. It's for everybody. Okay. So, 1 second, y'all. I gotta edit the audio. I love this song. You guys can hear the music, right? Can I call you Ed? No! You can't call me Ed. I'll go crazy. Yeah, feel free to call me whatever you want, man. Maybe this is a better angle. Ah, but you can see the hole in the floor. Which means I gotta cover it up. Mission accomplished. Are we gonna get a classic I'm evil in this one? Why don't you wait and see, Kyle Superstar? Superstar? Okay, so I needed to grab the reactor. Will this video be done by Thanksgiving? When is Thanksgiving? I want to say maybe the 20th, hopefully. I cannot work on the 18th though, because that day is a special day that I gotta take off. Ugh. 26, I think? Okay, yeah, this is definitely gonna be done before November 26th. I really hope that this is done before November 26th, because, like, there is now video evidence of me claiming that it will be done. But if November 26th comes around and Iron Man in, like, 4-ish minutes isn't out yet, people can clip this and post on YouTube and say, Edbound is a liar! He said the video will come out before then, and it hasn't. So... So maybe I should make her... Actually, you know what? This needs to be a bigger step. OMG, I thought you said, what is Thanksgiving? Nah, we got Thanksgiving here in Canada too. But it's in October, not November. That was weird. Is Spider-Man still in the MCU? Yeah, I made sure that he stayed. They tried to get rid of him. But I went over to Disney HQ and I was like, if you guys try this, I will destroy this factory, the Disney factory. Come on, Pepper, reach further. Grab the reactor. I also gotta make him wiggle this way. Also, maybe I should make him help her too. Like, damn, Tony, why are you just standing there? Hand her it, bro. Stop being so useless. Just sitting in bed. Who was my favorite Spider-Man? When did the camera move? What? My favorite Spider-Man is probably... I mean, like, live action? Tom Holland, probably. Alright, it's okay, guys. I fixed the camera. Okay, she got it. Hey, Edbound, Coke or Pepsi? I don't care. I drink either. Sometimes I drink too much Coke though, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna have a Pepsi to shake it up. And that's my thought process on that. But either way, I mean, like, they're both good drinks that I like to drink that are both probably gonna kill me. So whatever. I wouldn't call them good drinks. You know, they're definitely not good for you. In fact, I drink way too much soda. I drink at least like 1 can of pop a day. Bad. Thankfully, I haven't had one yet today. And I purposely am ending the stream so that way by the time it's over, my convenience store will be closed and I will not be able to get myself a can of Coke. You see, I self-sabotage myself so that way I can do better in life in the long run. Sometimes you gotta do that. You know, it's like while you were studying the blade, or while you were out partying, I studied the blade. You know? Like that. Hey, Edbound, I love you. And I love you too, IU4 Films. Thank you very much. It's nice to hear that. Dave 5473 of asking Ed what his hat says on it. What does it say on my hat, actually? I don't even know what it says. I never read it. I don't read. I just thought I like the brim and the black. Can you repeat the park battle tip? You want to have like people who are selling hot dogs and ice cream, you know, with the little hot dog carts and ice cream carts. It'd be cool to see the fight kind of interfere with people trying to get their ice creams and hot dogs. You want to make the world feel a little bit lived in, you know, especially if it's a park where people are gonna be. Alright, this part's gonna be pretty easy. So what I just needed to do now is just reach into Tony's chest, pull out the other thing, and put this one in. Can you play Rambo Road, please? Rambo Road? Like Rambo First Blood? I don't think Rambo Road is a real thing. I mean, I know you mean Rambo Road. I gotta stop yanking your chain, bro. I mean, like, I'm just... You know, it's just funny, though, because Rambo Road could mean something very different. Ed, I find your voice iconic. Thanks, man. Took a lot of work, bro. Took a lot of work to get this iconic level voice. And by work, I mean it just happened to sound like this. I have no idea. I didn't do anything to it. Genetics, I guess. Even then, neither of my parents sound like this. When you do Iron Man 3, how you do blowing up the mansion? with love and care, that's for sure. I don't want to just, like, I'm probably going to actually build a mansion exploding. Like, I already had to do a few ambitious shots that I didn't think I could get done for this video. Like when the pilot is falling out of his plane and Iron Man has to save him. Like that part. I didn't know how I was going to do that, but I did it. And it was like an innovative technique where literally every single shot took place in the sky. And it wasn't that innovative, but I never really did something like that before, so it's cool. I'm not trying to be afraid of trying new things. Ed, how do you eat Kit Kats? Break them into neat pieces or be a normal person? I actually do break them into the wafers, because that's what they're supposed to do, right? I mean, like, they wouldn't have those lines, those division lines, if they didn't want you to break them into pieces, right? Okay, so I just need him to maybe sit down, get into his bed, and just relax. Hey Ed, do you remember when I saved you from having a mental victim from the Spider-Man game? Bruh. It's why I haven't gone back still. It's because of how horrifying that one level was, where you had to, like, I forget exactly who it was you were chasing. You were chasing somebody, and you had to avoid getting hit by the searchlights, because then you get shot at. But you had like no time. So like you just have to be perfect. And it was so difficult, bro. But we did it after like an hour. Oh, we still filming? You know. This filming takes forever, bro. It's a long shoot day. Ooh, this song is kind of strange, if you will. It makes me feel strange. It's like a different time, bro, you know? Like a long time ago. That no longer exists. It was the Green Goblin level. Were we fighting Green Goblin? We had to take away some bombs, I think. Like we had to swing to a location and like defuse some bombs or else die. Ed, can you give advice on Lego stop motion? Lego stop. What do I usually think about when I do Lego stop motion? You know, I think when you do Lego stop motion, you want to like whenever your characters are moving, you want to move as many of their limbs as possible. I see a lot of people who do fights where they just like have one leg, like this kind of, right? 1 second. They have like the one character, they make him stand on one leg, and they have these two characters that stand on one leg with their arm out, and they kind of just rotate them, and that's like how they do fighting. And there's something like, you know, like I used to do this too, right? But what you want to do is you want to have like everybody's limbs moving, bro. You want to have their arms swinging, their legs moving. You want to have them walking. I just try to make, because you want to make your Legos seem like they're really energized, right? Like they have a lot of energy going through them and they can't stop moving. That's something I try to think about. It's why like I try to make sure there's like very little downtime in my videos, and there's very little amount of like frames that I'm using over and over again. Like there has to be movement at all times or I will die, essentially. Do you like tectonic films? I don't think I'm familiar with them. I feel uncultured, bro. I feel so uncultured when somebody asks me if I like somebody and I don't know them. I'd be like, huh, I want to know them. Will you do Deadpool? I gotta. You know, if I want to do all them, I want to do all the Marvel movies. I was in the Vulture part where you have to chase him off the Spider-Man game, which that was like the level right after you had to like fight him in the burning building, right? Hey, Edbound, do you know Panther Hat, the stop motion animator? Oh, of course I know Panther Hat. Panther Hat is I love Panther Hat's videos. Panther Hat has some of the greatest lines of dialogue I've ever listened to in my life. I need those nuggets in my life, for example. So now what I gotta have her do is I gotta have her reach into Tony's chest. I think it was a stealth level. Yeah, there are a lot of stealth levels in thing. Edbound, Edwin, I'll send you 3 lines. 3 freaking lines! Too much, right? Gabriel, stop. That actually might be too much, bro. I got a lot on my plate. To y'all, it's a simple interaction. To me, it's one of the many. And it can be kind of hard to keep track of them all. It's nothing personal. I hope y'all understand that. You know, I gotta say, like, it's like, you know, when I'm interacting with you guys, I kind of want to make sure that you guys know that, Like, I wouldn't be here for it for y'all, and I appreciate that. And I kind of worry, bro. So that's why I kind of don't want to, like, you know, upset people. I've seen creators do some heinous stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be like this dude. Ugh. You guys are the true power. I don't even understand how politicians can, like, be so openly evil all the time. Like, the only reason they have power is because we give them power, right? You know, like, if everybody decided for one day, let's not listen to anybody, any of the government or whatever, what would they do? Kill us? Maybe. It's what they've done in the past. But, I mean, like, if I don't listen to you guys, I mean, like, I get canceled, right? It's also, like, there's two things here, okay? You guys are the only reason I'm able to do this, which is incredible. So I always want to give back as much as I can, because I'm in a pretty fortunate position right now because of you guys. Oh, this song is so sick. We ever do Edbound? I mean, Batman? I read the word Edbound while I was also reading that one comment, and I got confused. Yeah, I'll do the Batman movies too. I gotta do the superhero movies, man. Because, you know, Lego is very kind to the superhero licenses. So I gotta be able to do something with them all. I'm doing a fan art for you, man. Yo, send it to me when you're done, bro. I love seeing fan art. I finished the Burning Tower level with the Vulture. That level in the game is easy. And a couple of days later, I forgot where the path was in the Spider-Man game. Dude, the Spider-Man game is so weird. Like the 2001 or 2002 one. I don't understand it. There's like robots in it. But like there's like no robots in the original movie. There's not a single robot in Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi version. Okay, now I gotta make her lean forward. Okay, I might make her jump up actually. You know what? I'm gonna make her jump up. Okay, I gotta delete that empty frame. And I gotta find one of my many pieces that I use so that way I can have my characters jump into the air and whatnot. Now where is it? I gotta dig around a bit. 1 second, y'all. There's always the least exciting parts of the streams is when I gotta find a specific piece. But it's okay, y'all, because this least exciting part of the stream isn't gonna be that long because I already found it. So we're good. You know Flapjack Films? I wouldn't say I know him. Like he emailed me or he DM'd me once on Instagram because he wanted me to be in a video of his, and that is about the extent of our friendship, I guess. I mean, I'd be happy to, like, you know, be in another video of his if he's asked, because I like being in people's videos. I just don't always have time to voice, sadly. Okay, and she jumps. What song is this? I don't know this. Ed, do you know That Match? Or Thatch Mac? I don't know them, bro. Can you tell us how you do smooth movements? You'll see this. It's all about the poses, y'all. It's all about spending extra time on the poses, so that way the audience can kind of get an understanding of what the character is attempting to do. And you want to have strong, dynamic poses. Now, what this means is, now there's a lot of things that can go into a strong, dynamic pose. This, for example, is going to be my strong, dynamic pose, where her hand is literally in his chest. 1 second. I guess I gotta take out her hand. So the way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna have a little bit of blood come out. What song is this? I don't recognize this. Oh, The Simpsons hit and run car selection. This is pretty good music, actually. Do you know Aubrey Studios 82? No, I don't know him. I never talked to Aubrey Studios because he's not a brick filmer anymore. So, unless he for some reason wanted to like have me in one of his videos, which I don't think would make much, you know, sense because we have very different. I think we have a very different, like, I want to say, like, you know, types of channels, right? Because even though he used to be a brick filmer, he now does commentaries. I don't even feel right calling them commentaries, bro. They're more like documentaries, man, and they're great. Okay, this is the frame I want. So if I want to get it like this, I gotta turn her a bit, and I gotta add another bit of support brick on this particular frame, or on the support. Okay, so check this out. So she just grabs it, and I feel kind of bad because this is actually very similar to how I saw the Brick Bro do it when he made Iron Man in 2 minutes, and it sucks because I had another what's it called? Another shot that's similar to this, where Obadiah takes the arc from Tony's chest, where he literally pulls it out of his chest. I filmed that, and I then watched the Brick Rose version of Iron Man in 2 minutes, and he does the exact same gag, and I'm like, oh god, I hope it doesn't look like I'm copying him, bro. Cause that'd be I'm not trying to bite anybody's style here. Ugh. What frames per second do you use? 15 frames per second. All right. Now, when somebody makes contact with somebody else, you want them to like kind of like shake a bit like that. I'm putting his arm up. Okay. So her arm is in his chest. And now, so this is what I mean by like focusing on the pose a bit. So now we're gonna have this particular position be like what is like what we're gonna like kind of spend a few frames on without much movement. And this is to just like, you know, kind of get the visceral feeling. Like look, the little shake. And now we're gonna have her pull out a bit. Because I only spent about 2 or 3 frames on one position before I start to move on. And now she's gonna, I want her to pull out. So, come on. Move your legs. I'm gonna do all of them, bro. Like Liam Dush. I'm gonna do all the Avengers, all the Captain Americas, all the Thors. I've already done all the Spider-Man. Oh god. I just gotta, you know, do the MCUs. When is this vid dropping? Hopefully by the end of the week. Definitely before the 26th. Definitely before Thanksgiving, that's for sure. Okay, I just gotta remember where that is. And I didn't remember. Okay, doesn't matter, we got it anyways. Okay, I think I want to make her move her leg back too. So that way it seems like she's like trying to like actually fade into the next part. I don't have an opinion on BioTube. I don't know what BioTube is, sadly. I apologize if that is not the answer you were looking for. But it's the one I have to give. Alright, now I want to have a little bit of a blood trail coming out of Tony, so that way it looks like he's like really, you know, getting hurt. Oh yeah, what's up, the Brick Bro? I was talking about it, cause you see this bit? I was watching your Iron Man video the other day, cause I was like, I wonder how similar mine is to his. Cause you mentioned you were making it in my last stream. And I'm like, so I watched it, and thankfully it's not too similar. But there is this bit where they reach into the chest and pull out the arc reactor, and that is pretty much 1 for 1. So, I swear to God I'm not copying, bro. I had it written before I saw the version. But as you can see, I'm spending some time on this particular pose that Pepper has. I need to move her 1 bit back that way, so that way we can have some progress. Alright, here we go. That should be good. But you see how I spent 3 frames on her arm just kind of in there, right? Boom. And now I'm going to have her go into the air. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time in the in-betweens, essentially. Because that's how I get the fast movements. Is I spend much more time on the posing than I do the actual, you know, movement in-betweens. And that's how I kind of make things look cartoony and smooth, I guess, even though it's only 15 frames per second. Alright, where's the other arc reactor that she pulls out? This is it, right here. Ooh, this song is also a banger. What camera do you use? The Logitech C920. It's a webcam. What happened to Bounded? I gotta make more stuff on Bounded, honestly. Nothing's happened, I'm just lazy. Ugh. And, you know, COVID time, they're just the hard times, bro. Alright, what I gotta do now is I gotta maybe take away one of these supports and just leave one. Alright, let's see how this looks. I think it looks funny so far. Any flickering reduction tips with 1 lamp? I I'm not exactly sure because honestly your light flicker could be from any reason. There could be many reasons why you have light flicker. It could be because of electricity. Could be because your camera settings. Could be because the sun outside if your windows aren't covered. It's what makes light flicker such a complex issue. Is that there's so many reasons why it can happen that it can be impossible to pinpoint why it happens, and therefore it can be difficult to find a solution. Have you thought of going for more smexy lighting? Not in videos like this. For videos like this, I'm more concerned on how like the visuals can sort of like supplement the not supplement, but can like enhance the comedy. So I'm going for more visual gags. I don't need things to look. I don't need everything to look amazing. Especially because that's not really what I'm going for this. For something like Spider-Man Noir, I definitely put a lot more thought into the lighting, even if it wasn't black and white. But for something like this, it's just for fun, you know? Although, that's not much of an excuse, I guess. You should always strive for perfection. But you know what? I don't want to go for perfection. I just want to go for fun, bro. I'm having fun. I think I mean, like, you know, if you always go for perfection, I mean, yeah, it's good. But like, you might kill yourself doing that. You know, you might go crazy. Sometimes you just gotta take it slow. All right, I'm gonna add some more blood coming out. Whoa, Mr. Snailshine, bro. Okay, all right. I can't ignore this. I mean, I'm not even ignoring it. I just don't notice. What hairpiece would you recommend for Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker? The quiff, the movie star hair. It's what I used in the Sonyverse series for Andrew Garfield's hair. You can find it on like the Rockstar, I think it's called Rockstar or movie or like something like that. It looks like Elvis Presley hair, and I used the brown variant. Come on, bro. Come on. Ah! Damn it, the clay fell. Yo, sure, I'll do that for you, Gabriel. Stop, bro. Yo, Fisher Bros, man, don't tell the chat to die. That's the entire chat right there. I love chat. I mean, I know chat can be chaotic, y'all. I'm gonna be real. Chat, y'all can be like an angry mob if he was like, you know, coming outside my door, demanding to be noticed. I'm like, all right, y'all. But you know what, chat? You guys make things fun. Should I animate while I watch the stream? Hell yeah, Spinster Productions. Thank you for the $5, by the way. But yeah, I think these streams are probably, a lot of people say that animate while they watch this. And I always have something to watch too when I animate, like, you know, like a YouTube video or something. That's like talking, or like a History Channel video or something like that. So yeah, you know, definitely have something to watch while you stream or while you animate, because, you know, even if I might be a bit distracting, like, animating in complete silence can be a bit daunting, you know? You don't gotta do it. Hey, Ed, can me voice for Ed? You want to voice one of my videos? I gotta say, when it comes to voicing one of my videos, I usually am much more selective with who I choose to be in videos. Like, for the Kingpin voice actor, for example, I got that guy specifically because I knew he made this one meme where he played Kingpin really well. And I'm like, alright, I gotta get this guy in my video. He's the perfect Kingpin. Yo, Ed, do you play Smash Bros? Do I play Super Smash Bros? I used to enter tournaments, bro. If you look up Space Dong, you can literally see me from 5 years ago playing in Smash Bros tournaments in Toronto. I'm serious. Space Dong. Do it. Yeah, you can DM me, man. If you want me to do a voice line for you, you can DM me. Boom. All right, you know what? This arc isn't quite right, and the reason why is because she's too far down right now. Can I be Spider-Man? I will sound. I mean, like, I usually just like it's either I pick other people that I already know and therefore have an idea of how they are, where their strengths and weaknesses are, and how I think they can be used. For example, I casted my friend Carlos and Mike as the two gangsters in the beginning of the Spider-Man War because I knew they had good chemistry together. Because I've seen them commentate at Smash tournaments before. And then whenever I listen to them, I'm like, damn, these guys are freaking funny, bro. And they also kind of just like sound like good, like they sound like good, like, you know, like hench dudes, like mafia dudes. They could do the accent. They sound funny. They're cool. When I should have opened up auditions though, because, you know, I guess that's how actual people cast things whenever they don't have people available that they know. I gotta hold auditions one day. I don't watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I am sorry. What do you use for blood? This is just red clay. You are my inspiration, my dude. Thanks, Lee Stop Motion Studio. Glad to hear that. It's very nice. I like you know, it's pretty cool. I play good at Darth Sidious's voice. If you'll make a Star Wars in X minutes, do it. You know what's weird? Sometimes I get comments in my videos when I have like other voice actors, and people are like, I miss when it was just him doing the voice acting. But weirdly enough, I go back into some of those videos, those old videos, and I'm like, and some people say, you gotta get some more voice actors, dude. And I'm like, what is the truth, bro? Are you Filipino/Asian? Nah, my parents are from El Salvador. So that would technically make me Central American, but I was born in Canada, so. Okay, so how does this look? Would Anakin's hair work for damaged Andrew Garfield? I don't see why it wouldn't. Okay, I gotta make this a little bit more jumpy, I guess. Okay, now I gotta make him die. So real quick, I'm gonna take him off the bed. Or at least I'm gonna take off his head. Ugh. And I'm gonna find... How long is this song, bro? Do you do the mouth animations or do you hire a guy? I do them myself. I can't. Y'all think I got hire a guy money? Hire a guy.
No matter where you are.
Yeah, Grammarly, I hear you. I never use Grammarly. Why did the camera move again? Ah! My gag, my funny gag! It will be ruined if it cannot be in the same shot. Alright, we did it. What was your first LEGO set? The Darth Vader TIE Fighter set. That was my first LEGO set. In 2009. I hate when the camera moves. Bro, you and me both, man. I hate it. You just saw how I reacted to it. You know I hate it. Are you doing Iron Man whatever seconds? You know it, bro. Alright. So he's in the bed. I want him to be dead. So we gotta do the classic, he no longer has a face, and that's how we know he's dead. Alright, I'm just gonna make him kinda look like he lied down in bed. A little bit harder. Why does this look weird? Oh, I see why. It's because it's not going in the right arc. There we go. That's the right arc. But you can just barely notice the camera moved a bit. Who did you vote for? I'm in Canada, so I didn't vote in the US election. But if you want to know where I lean, I'll say this much, okay? I'm happy that Trump lost. I'm not happy that Joe Biden's the president. I hope that's not a controversial statement. But Joe Biden, not my choice. That's for damn sure. He's an old man. You know? They gotta stop making old people in charge of the world. How many, they gotta make me in charge of the world. Okay, I'll fix this. I can do this. How hard can it be to run the biggest nation in the world? Okay, he's dead. I gotta put his arm down, though. Hi, Edbound, just joined the stream. What are you making? I'm making Iron Man in an X amount of minutes or seconds. My fam talks about politics. Don't bring it up here. Ah, man. I'm sorry, Anakin Skywalker. I'm not gonna bring him up anymore. But yeah, man, I guess, it's hard because, there's no real space you can get away from them, bro. The truth is, everybody's life on the planet depends on what happens. I mean, not really, but I mean, it feels that way. Anyways, back to the animation. I keep bumping the camera. I hate this. Let's just hope nobody notices. Okay, people are definitely gonna notice that one. How much is Dragon Frame? I think it's like $295 a month. I got very fortunate and somebody gave it to me. I think they gave it to me because they really like my videos. I don't know, but you know, like, and I'm very grateful for that. So I get to use this for free essentially. But this program is literally so like game changing. It should be way more accessible for hobbyists and stuff. But you know what? I don't know, man. It's hard, right? Because like these people have to work hard on this program, and they have to charge it. Otherwise, they can't keep it afloat. It can't just be free. But it just sucks that there's no like really good free alternative that can even compete with Dragon Frame. It feels like. I messed up the shot so hard, y'all. I'm sorry. I shamed us. Okay, let's just pretend that the camera never moved. Thankfully, the camera movement isn't that drastic, so I can kind of get away with it in post. What I can't get away with is this arc. That's better. I think I messed this up. I gotta have Pepper now jump up into the air. I wanna have her like jump like it's a basketball and just kind of dunk it into his chest like it's a hoop. I sent you my fan art? Awesome, I can't wait to see it. I can't really see it on stream right now though. I gotta finish this. Whoa, this is way too loud. How about another slice, Tony? I wonder where Forrest is going with that whole Obi and Tony pizza time. What do you use for sound effects? I go on YouTube. Do Andrew Garfield's the Snail Shire, bro. Mr. Snail Shine, you know how to get what you want. I'm not gonna fault you for it. You know, this YouTube chat is anarchy. Do I watch JonTron? I used to watch JonTron. I don't really like his new stuff that much, honestly. A real shame. Cause his old stuff was like legit, like me and my friends would talk about it all the time. I can't wait to use this song in Spider-Man Noir. I'm making a Lego Miles Morales style motion, please read it. Ooh. Excited to see. You gotta get out to as many people as you can. You know what I did actually? I think Reddit's a good place to advertise your stop motions. Especially if you're like themed. Like for example, if you're doing a Spider-Man stop motion, that'd be perfect to put in the Spider-Man Reddit. The Mickey voice? Do you have an actual job? Benjamin Nicholin, what is an actual job to you? If it makes money, and I'm working doing it, I think that's an actual job right there. But no, I don't have an actual job. I have a job that I enjoy. Ugh. I think the thing about jobs and careers and stuff is that about a year ago, people were telling me that I was stupid for dropping out of film school to pursue YouTube. Right? Not really. They weren't telling me I was stupid. That's a bit of an over-exaggeration right there. But they did think it was a bad idea. And then they also thought it was a bad idea that I turned out an opportunity to work at Stupid Buddy Studios, right? In California last year. But little did they know there was a pandemic right around the corner. Everybody lost their job. Going to the States would have been a horrible mistake. You know, it just would have been. Especially with the way, you know, like the whole pandemic stuff going on. So in the end, I got the last laugh. Because something that literally nobody could have predicted came out of nowhere and vindicated me. So. Alright, yo, what's up? Nate Ray Films, I've noticed you. I've noticed a few of your comments before though. Okay, I gotta take away this frame again because there's been some mishaps. She just snags it, bro. She literally just snags the arc reactor. It's crazy. All right, and then what I want to do is I wanted to like to do like the Michael Jordan, bro. Do you think that Stop Motion Studio Pro is good software? I think it is. I've never used it myself, but like it's the most popular one, isn't there? On iOS, I think, and you know, for like, I know it's definitely cheaper than Dragon Frame, you know, so like it's not much of a risk, I would say, But to be fair, I'm also looking at this from the lens of somebody who actually has a disposable income. So I don't know, man. I don't know how much money you make, or if you're young and only really get money every once in a while. But, you know, I don't think you need a fancy program to be great at stop motion. What you just need is an understanding of animation, I think. But a good program can definitely make the best stop motion animator even better, you know? So there's definitely some things you can use with it. Hey y'all, Scott here. I should have a intro as iconic as that. As the hey y'all, Scott here. Okay, she needs to move a bit further. And now I gotta also put this in the back. I'm making on an Among Us / Guardian of the Galaxy stop motion advice. Any advice on animating Rocket's little leg, Mr. Edbound? You know Forest Fire's old videos? I want you to go to Forest Fire's old videos, like the Lego Indiana Jones and Batman movies, like way back then, like literally 10 years ago. Dig deep. The way he would make his minifigures walk is he wouldn't move their legs. He would make them do like this little hopping motion, and I think that's a great way to make little dudes move. Okay, you know what? Maybe this is the wrong frame. Yeah, I would ask you guys to please stop spamming. I'm no longer going to be looking at spam. In fact, I will now be destroying spammers. I'll find out where you live, and I'll put an end to your spamming permanently. This is such a baller song, y'all. I'm gonna just put it loud because I love the song. Yeah, this song goes. Can you please make Batman Begins in X amount of minutes? You know, I was trying to do Batman 1989. I watched Batman 1989, and I'm watching it. I'm like, what the hell can I do with this movie, bro? There's like nothing really to make fun of. Everything just seems a little bit on point. Like, obviously, there's like, you know, it's like so unique in its vision and intrigue that I feel like I just don't understand it enough. Sorry for spamming it, Bound. No worries, man. Just don't do it again, bro. Okay, I'm gonna make her jump in the air. And now she jumps up into the air and just... So right now, y'all, what we're doing right now is the wind up. People will call this easing in. But this is one of the poses. I gotta put Pepper in so that way it's like dynamic and readable. Make Iron Man break a table. He breaks something later in the movie. He breaks many things actually, including lives. I love this song, bro. The song is so good. It's so fire. Hey, Ebon, can you do Mickey Mouse's voice? Haha! It's me, Mickey Mouse. I've come to destroy. Peace and happiness. You're missing my comments. I'm sorry, Gabriel. I can't catch everybody's comments. All right. She's bending. And I want to move her. I want to make her move a bit forward with each one too. Whoa, $5. Thank you very much, Spencer Productions. One last thing. If you watch videos at the studio, no part of the stream can you look at one of my animations to tell me what things I can work on? If you watch videos at the studio, no part of the stream. Okay, are you telling me that you don't want me to watch your videos on stream? If I do watch videos on stream? Would you rather me just watch them in private and then comment? I can do that. Spencer Productions. I just gotta put a note, make a note of that. It messed up. Spencer Productions, don't worry, bro. I'll keep an eye out. You don't have to. If you don't have to donate again, you know, if you want to get your message read. Do the damn. That's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. All right, so she's moving in, and she's ready for the Kobe. Damn, rest in peace, Kobe. I forgot Kobe died this year, bro. Damn, that was this year. This year has not been good to us. Edbound, know any good films that were made without Dragon Vision that were not yours? That are not mine. I actually don't know what other people use. I'm pretty sure all of Forrest's early work is also not in Dragon Frame. All right, but I actually don't know what. I actually don't know if people who uses it or not. Okay, I gotta make her move forward if I want to do this. Her leg has to move forward too. All right. I want a shout out. Bat Spider 101. Right there. Alright, Gabriel, stop. I'll give them a look. I'll give them a look. I gotta do the stream though. Yo, alright chat. I'm gonna let you guys decide, okay? You see this? I can make her throw it actually, if I wanted to. Do you guys think it would be funnier if she dunked it in his chest like a basketball, or if he just threw it in there? We just threw it in there. Cause she can throw it from here, you know. We can go either way from here. Boom. She should dunk it. Okay, I'm getting some throws. I'm getting some dunks. I'm getting some dunks. I'm getting some. Okay. You know what? I'm definitely getting some more dunks than throws. You know, it'd be funny if she threw it, cause she'd be throwing it like a batarang, just in there, and it just goes in. All right, she's gonna dunk it. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of the blood on this arc reactor because I don't want it to be staining. Ah! Okay, good. I didn't mess up the camera. Take your hat off? Never! My hair looks weird. And it's been in a hat now for 2 hours. So, and then you can watch it on stream and dunk it. Alright. Spencer Productions. Thank you very much for all your donations, man. I'll definitely... I'm probably gonna watch videos in about 10-ish minutes. I kind of wanted to get more animation done. But this is gonna be the last... We are heading up to the last half hour of the stream. So... I believe I can fly. Yo. My phone vibrated pretty hard just now. Do you watch Video Game Donkey? Yeah, I watch Donkey. I like Donkey videos. Ed, are you free to do a voice on December 27th? I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing on December 27th. Alright. Should I do 2 frames in the air? Nah, I just gotta go for it. I also gotta make her legs spread out a bit further. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't even have to make her jump in the air anymore. I can just do this. I can make her go on the bed. I can avoid masking. Yes. Excellent. Hey Ed, I'm doing a stop motion. We like to participate. I participate in a bunch of stop motions, so yeah, I'd be down to participate in yours too, as like a voice actor. Boom. Let's see if I need this next frame. Or this frame right here. Masking is very annoying? Yeah, it's time consuming. So, you know, I try to avoid it. I mean, like, sometimes it can't be helped. Like, obviously for this, I wanted to do the masking here because it will definitely add to the joke, you know? To the visual gag. So I gotta do it. It's a masterpiece. What is masking? Masking is... Okay, so you see how Pepper is standing on a bunch of these little bricks that kind of just appear out of nowhere? I gotta get rid of those in post. I gotta digitally erase those using movie magic. And this is usually done in the process called masking, which can be tedious and time consuming. But I have a whole video of it, a tutorial, and many YouTube Lego creators also have masking tutorials if you want to look more into it on how to make Legos fly and stuff. It's how we make Legos flies. Who do I look up to? I can tell who I used to look up to. I don't know. I mean, like, some of my teachers are pretty cool. Like, in high school. Ah, frick! The camera bumped again. This is not a stable camera, huh? You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be balancing it. And just, like, one spot. Maybe that's why it keeps, like, messing up. Thankfully, we got post. Ooh. But nowadays, I don't know if I look up to anybody. Except me! Haha. How tall am I? I'm like 5'11", I think. Or like 5'9" or 5'10". I don't even know. I'm not 6 foot. That's all that matters. Ugh. You know what? It's a little bit too soft. And now I want to make him press up a bit. I saw that you were in the Lego Star Wars office by Flapjack Films. Hey, I wasn't that. And that was pretty great. This is way too loud. Turn it down. Make the bench break after the dunk? I can't make the bench break. Well, I mean, I could. You know what, actually? That's a pretty good idea. That's a pretty good idea. I just gotta find a way to prop it up on support. or something like that. I can make it like I can make it collapse. But I gotta. Where did the piece go? I had a piece here. It is now missing. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this here. Bro, this frame is taking forever. Do a sub special? I still gotta do a 100,000 subscriber special. I said that something was coming, something big, and I haven't really followed up on that yet. And I don't want to look like a liar. Okay, what I gotta do next is I gotta make sure this is all good. Why does this keep shaking, bro? Just stay in one space. I'm not even moving the camera that much. Okay, so you know what? Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece out. Move his arms up. I'm gonna put this piece right here, so that way it looks like she's attaching it into his chest. And I'm gonna have her on here, of course. But yeah, she dunks it so hard that she destroys the bed or the hospital table. Pepper is strong. Boom! Boom! Let me see if I can bring back this frame. That's a little bit too weak with that extra frame in there. And also the arc isn't quite right. And also Pepper is just kind of like in an awkward position, I think, in which is not quite, it doesn't line up with the last frame quite as much as I need it to. Guys, it's also about the lineup too, y'all. How does that frame line up with the previous? You know, you have to make sure like it all makes sense and it flows right. Boom. Okay, the camera moves too much in this frame. It's too noticeable. I gotta fix it. Can I get a shout out? What's up, Black the Kid YouTube? Yo, what's up, Zane? How's it going? Can you never be too old to play? I mean, I doubt it, bro. A lot of old people I hear say that they never felt old. They felt like the same 16-year-old just in an old person's body. And I'm like, damn, bro. If that's true, then I'm scared for my youth. I don't want it to slip away either. It sounds horrible. All right, I'm gonna switch back to Tony's other body, other face. Can I cut a shout out? Chicken Dude Cosmos or Creations. Do I like Minecraft? I play Minecraft, yeah. Although it's a little bit lonely. Like Minecraft survival, I can't really like get into it because of how like, at least not single player, because of how just alone I feel playing that. And it's like, bro, this is kind of like, kind of anxious, bro. It's kind of scary. Playing Earthbound lore in 2 minutes. Aliens invade, but not for long because the power of music helps 4 heroic teams destroy the aliens. That's it. Okay. I didn't quite get into the nuances of the Earthbound lore, but that's the gist. That's the gist. Okay. How does this look? Boom. Oh, it looks a little bit weird, I gotta say. It's because the camera keeps moving, bro. The camera, stop moving. What I hate about the C920 is the wire. The wire is so heavy, and the camera itself is so light, the wire causes movements that you never intended to. Boom. Okay, now I can kind of just have her jump off. Have you played Zelda? Yeah, I played most of Zeldas. I was a pretty big Zelda fan growing up. Edbound in 1 minute, go! I'm Edbound! Ugh. There it is. Okay, now I'm gonna have her put her arm down, so that way she looks like she's reaching out. Or that way she looks like she's just kind of like settling out. I gotta move Tony's body up too. Man, this is a friggin'. This is an ordeal, guys. This whole shot has been, we've been spending so much time on it, bro. Alright, now I can get her off the bed. And I'm gonna put her here. And I know it looks a little bit janky and fast right now, but don't worry, y'all. But don't worry. Why is there a pig over what we have so far? Because I like that pig, bro. He keeps me company. He keeps you company. He keeps me company. He keeps everybody company. Who doesn't love Spider Pig? You should make the camera shake when the bed hits the ground. The camera is doing that on its own, as you can see. Alright, what does he say next? Okay, that looks a little bit... Okay, you know what it is, man? I like the shot, I like the joke, I just hate how the camera moves. I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that in post. Edbound, can you say one line from the animation you're making? Okay, I'll ad-lib it right now for you. Hey Pepper, my assistant, can you quickly put I will do that again. Hey Pepper, my assistant, can you quickly reach into my chest and pull out this magnet that is inside my chest? Okay. Yeah. That's it. Can I get a shout, please? What's up, Fricks to Frick? How's it going, man? Sounds like a classic classic Sonic fan reference. Hey, Edbound, can you give me a shout out? Spider-Wuss. Alright, y'all. The next time I see the word shout out, I'm giving you a shootout instead. And you're getting hit with a ban. Make Pepper eat a pepper? Are there Lego peppers out there in the world? I gotta make her stand up a bit taller here if I want the angle or the arc to work the way I want it to work. Honestly, I don't feel like getting shot. I don't know what to tell you, man. You think anybody feels like they want to get shot right before they get shot? Except for people who do it themselves. I mean, that's different though. I kind of just gotta go. I just gotta finish the shot at this point. Let's see how this looks now. Okay, so she kind of just like scrambles, I guess. How can I send you my stop motion? Either DMs on Discord or maybe Twitter, but Twitter and Instagram are very difficult for me to see things because I don't really use them. I try not to use Twitter as much anymore because I hate that's giving me brainworms, bro. So I try not to do that. And Instagram doesn't give me notifications for my DMs, so I think Discord would probably be the best place to try. Are you going to do Deadpool? Eventually, yeah. At some point in my life. Adbound number 4, asking for you to give me your best Mickey Mouse voice. Haha. What should Mickey Mouse say? I'm gonna say that I'm gonna randomly look at the next chat in Mickey Mouse voice. Man, I'm really sorry, but I really need to go. So good luck and bye. Thank you, Benaya channel. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, man, and a great rest of the day. Travis Scott Borg. It's lot. It's lit. You have merch? I've been thinking about it, bro. I've been thinking about making posters and stuff. Well, I haven't been thinking about it. I have been making posters, and I have been. But I don't know, man. I always feel like if I were to suddenly sell merch, I don't know why, that just feels so sleazy to me. It's just like, hey guys, want to spend some money on my stuff? Haha. And it's like, I don't know, man. You know, I like having stuff being accessible for most people. I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Let me handle my business. Damn. That's a line from what's it called? From Diamonds Are Forever, I think. The Kanye West song. Who inspired me to make these videos? A number of inspirations. Nox's Corner 1, Forest Fire, Smosh. I love making videos. Alright, I know what I gotta do is just make this guy's arms kind of bounce. Should make the Arkham series in the next amount of minutes. I only played Arkham City, but I thought it was good. What is my Discord? If you go to the YouTube video, The Invitation, which is on my channel, there's actually an invite to my Discord in the description. In the invitation video. It's the one where Squidward fights Genji. Alright. Which video? The invitation, y'all. Literally, like that. The invitation is literally the invitation to Discord. Oh. Now I just gotta make her move a bit. Alright. Do you ever get tired? Of course I get tired. I'm a human. I get tired all the time. It's why, it's honestly one of the reasons why videos have been slowing down is because I've been getting really tired lately. From just sitting at home all day not doing anything. So, sadly, not every day I work on these videos anymore. And I used to be like a machine with these, but now it's just like, you know, too much of that COVID unhappiness is getting through. Which sucks, bro, because I love making these. This was a fun shot. Alright, I think this is how the shot's gonna end. And that's it, I guess. All right, let's put this on replay so that way we can put it in the what we got so far video. Say, that's some good chicken, like in your war on drugs video. That's some good chicken. Speaking of COVID, I have COVID. Damn, XL, I hope you're doing okay, man. I know a couple people who got COVID, and that sounds like horrible, bro. I mean, not every case is gonna be severe, so hopefully you just have a mild case of it. But damn, it still sucks. All right, that should be good for the replay. How do you elongate a fight scene? You add some more characters into it. You raise the stakes. There are many ways. I think it really depends on the context of your video too. Sorry for spamming. Ooh, 1 second. But I'm grateful for your content. You're the best super. Thanks, man. I just want you to know that you inspire me. I mean, like, I do hear it a lot, but it never gets old. It really doesn't. I mean, like, I never want to stop making videos because it's legit, like, it feels like one of the best ways to really just kind of get what's in my head out there. So that's one of the reasons why I like it so much. Also, I like telling jokes and making people laugh. So this is also a good way to do that. It's just, bro. I just miss going outside. Like, so badly. Okay, so now what I wanted to do is I wanted to get the reactor and put it over here in this spot. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna have the camera pan. I'm gonna make this a little bit less harsh. Actually, that's a little bit too harsh still. But it's so consistent, right? I mean, maybe let's not make it a low angle. Let's just make it a normal angle. Make an OnlyFans? I mean, like, if the people want it. I hear you can make like $18,000 like in a week on OnlyFans. I've heard some people do that. So honestly, I don't know if I got the body for it though. I'm a pretty skinny guy, so. Edbound, the views dropped? I noticed. I noticed, bro. You don't gotta tell me. Sometimes, you know, sometimes they drop. I think it's because the stream is kind of getting to a halt. Oh god, I accidentally moved that. Let me redo that. So I want to take her. I want to make her take out the magnet, or the arc reactor when she gets to this point. When she gets to a certain point in the walk cycle. No Edbound fans only. What? How do you make an awesome Spider-Man fight scene that utilizes webs in a cool way, Mr. Adbound? Please read this. Beast Production 65. I suggest watching a lot of Spider-Man animations. Like Into the Spider-Verse. Like, look how they do it. Look how they make the swinging. You can take inspiration off that. I just try to make my guys swing a lot or jump a lot. Like, if Spider-Man's not in the air, is he really Spider-Man? If he's not, like, climbing or doing something crazy, like acrobatic. All right, I'm gonna really quickly see how fast I can make this walk cycle go, cause I want this to be done. I can't spend too much time on just a walk cycle, bro. What is this? What is this, huh? A guy who spends too much time on a walk cycle? That's not me. That will never be me. So sorry, chat. I'm just gonna focus on the characters and the acting and the scene. Ed, what did you do with Late Night Billy McGuire? It should be in the stream archive somewhere. I have a stream archive playlist on this channel. Be sure to look at that if you can't find the streams that you might miss or don't know where they are anymore. Can I friend you on Discord tomorrow? I mean, you can. I mean, feel free to send me like, you know, a request or something. But I can't really, I guess be somebody to consistently talk to. Sadly. I just got too much on my plate, bro. Okay, so she moves. Maybe I'll have her take it out in this frame. I'm gonna make her do like a little twist. Happy early life day? Whoa, what does that mean? Am I gonna die? I mean, I know I am one day, but like, am I gonna die soon? 617 likes with 210 views, how is that possible? A lot of people came in, I guess. At multiple points in the stream's lifespan. And also because I'm just... Honestly, I don't know. Alright, so she turns around because I wanted to grab the magnet out of her pocket. You should read Batman Nightfall. What's it about? I'm assuming it's about Batman. And something's going on with him if the night is falling. What's your favorite Lego set? There's a new one that came out recently. The Pirates of Barracuda. It's like a giant pirate ship and an island. I'm like, yo, I want this. You know, if I had it, it might be one of my favorites. Headed out. Bye, y'all. I'm gonna see you later, CG. Thank you very much for joining the stream. After this shot, y'all, we're gonna watch let's say about maybe 2 or 3 videos from the chat. That's a little bit too little. But there's 207 viewers. So how are we gonna do this? On Twitch, it's much easier because there's only like 20 viewers on Twitch. So we only like, everybody sends in like one of their videos and then we just watch them. And it doesn't take that long. But I feel like in the YouTube chat, it might be a bit harder, right? Because there are a lot more people. And how would you even send links? Can you do your iconic laugh? My iconic, what is my iconic laugh? I don't know why I don't iconic laugh. Is it the is that one? Because that's how my friends say I laugh. And they're like, you sound evil when you laugh like that. I gotta make her move forward a bit if I want to make this look right. Okay, what is this? Why is there like an open space? Oh, that's why. It's because there actually is an open space. That you can see into the set. You can see the hole in the ceiling. Ah! Can you please go on Twitch stream? I might Twitch stream tomorrow. Ugh. I haven't streamed in a long time. Not that long. But I mean like, in a long enough time where I'm just like, huh, I kinda should stream again, huh? And also, I need to get back on track, bro. I need to get back into my focus, bro. On my focus game. It's been hard lately. But streaming makes it easy. Wait, Edbound has a Twitch? Yeah, I have a Twitch. Twitch.tv/Edbound. It's where I do more late night streams. Or like, I stream there, like, unannounced most of the time. Cause that's just like, you know what, I'm feeling like I should stream. It's like, it might be like, you know, late at night, but you know what? I'm in the mood to be in front of a camera and talk to people. So, I like that. I'm evil. Family Guy or South Park? I only watched Family Guy growing up. I never watched South Park. But I did watch it recently when I was on vacation. For the first time when I was about, I think it was last year? I think it was last year. No, it had to have been longer than that. It had to have been a couple years before that. I don't remember, man. All I know is that I was on vacation. I was somewhere on a beach in, like, the Caribbean islands. And I was watching South Park. What do you think about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield being cast in Doctor Strange 2? I'm so freaking hyped for that, dude. I want to see the live-action Spider-Verse for real, man. I'm excited for that. That's exciting, you know? That's actually, that's what we should be using our superhero movies for, you know? Just to get just very dumb comic book fun. I mean, I think the Avengers MCU was like, you know, was crazy too, so I like that stuff. I like that they're using all this, that they're using their characters wisely. It feels like, finally, bro. Like, they know what they actually... It's because, you know what it is, man? It's because back in the day, you know, superheroes in movies was still a very, like, untapped concept. So a lot of people didn't know what to do with them, right? People were like, we can't just have big team-up movies. Nobody's going to know what's going on. But now, everybody knows what's going on, so they can just do whatever they want. And it's great. Ooh, I gotta fix this. Should make Spider-Man The War on Drugs 2, where he fights Ronald Reagan. I gotta make a Spider-Man in Britain one too, where he fights Margaret Thatcher. In defense of the IRA. I don't know enough about that. I don't know enough about that conflict to really be making jokes like that, honestly. All I hear mostly is that Margaret Thatcher was the bad guy in that sense. If you notice my chat, I will donate $1. Kills raised. I've noticed your chat, but you don't gotta donate $1. I'm not gonna hold you to that. You don't have to. Do Spider-Man versus Washington and weed legal? He has to go back all the way to the birth of America to get weed to be legalized. What's up, Scrub? How's it going, man? What about Strong Doctor? Me and Zach are still working on that. Right. So if we're gonna make Strong Doctor, I want it to actually be like a whole ass movie, right? Meaning I wouldn't do it in my house. I would probably like rent out a storage space to get a much bigger set. We'd get like a lot more Legos for it. We'd have to like build up a budget for it too. And better equipped. Because we wanted to make like a feature-length film that you can legitimately watch and not feel like, whoa, this was definitely made by a YouTuber, you know? What if someone made a live-action Sonyverse? I'd be down to see that. What's up, Sick Acid? How's it going, man? Family Guy or American Dad? I like American Dad a lot. I thought American Dad was really funny. My advent. I'm a Steel Leader, David Garza. Thank you very much for watching the stream and for being engaging, bro, in the chat. Make the X-Men fight Trump. Man, doing Trump jokes or whatever in the contemporary society feels very tricky, dude. I don't know how you can make it funny. I've only seen one person do a funny Trump impression, and that was Oni Plays, I think. They're doing the skit where like it was like I don't know who it was. I think it was like the nostalgic critic at a Trump rally, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. But I don't know, man. It seems like too many people are caught up in that to really joke about right now. Can you make a Grinch in X minutes? The Grinch. Which one? There's like 5 of them. You know what? This shot is a little bit too clean, I think. Look at that camera movement, bro. Look at that tracking. Like this is just like do you know what video you're in? You don't need to go this hard. The Lego movie in X minutes? What if like the Lego company sues me for like redistributing it? Even though I just remake it in Lego? I mean like, you know, I feel like that should be like if I were ever to make a video ever, that was the last if I were to make like a last video on the Edbound, or like a last brick film, it'd probably be the Lego movie next minutes. It just makes sense. I'm from Brazil, please give me hi. What's up, Guto Lego Pudo CS? How's it going in Brazil, man? I hear they speak Portuguese there, which surprised me the first time I heard that. Only to recognize, but really, like, why would that surprise me, bro? I thought they speak Spanish, I guess, I don't know. But you know what? I learned something new, and I like that. I don't need to move around with that high. I joined the Dirty Dog Daggies, and I was the one who ran over Strong Doctor's patient that he spent months healing. What you gonna do? I'm not gonna do anything about it. You gotta watch out for Strong Doctor, bro. That's what you gotta watch out for. Do you speak Spanish, Edbound? Yeah, I speak a bit of Spanish. Growing up, my parents would speak it, and my grandparents would, but like my grandparents my parents for the most part spent most of their life here. Like they were like I know my mom was in El Salvador literally for like the first 5 or 6 years of her life because the war broke out, and my dad spent a little bit of a longer time there. but he still moved out relatively young. So like Spanish isn't that huge of a deal in my family. Most of them speak English. In like better English than Spanish. Can I have a shout out? I love your content. What's up, Oz Animation? Nestor Lucas? I'm a Lucasman guy. I just like that game better. When is the villain going to say I'm evil? When he pulls out Tony's heart. He's going to say, that's right, Tony. I'm evil. And he just pulls out his heart. Can you make Venom vs. Spider-Man stop motion? Spider-Man 3 in X minutes, bro. A lot of people like Venom as a character. I used to love Venom. I used to think Venom was the coolest character ever. Venom was so cool, bro. I love Venom. Venom is cool. Can you make the Grinch 2000? Oh, the Jim Carrey version. That'd be pretty crazy. How's it that we've been streaming for 2.5 hours, but we've only gotten 125 frames done? I gotta work faster, bro. Somebody gotta crack the whip. Yo, Scrub already... yo, Scrub, what's up, man? I shouted your name out. Maybe I should move the camera more. Yikes. It changed latitude. I don't like that. This song is actually a banger. Let me turn it up. You were doing more talking, less animating? Yeah, that is why I don't stream too much either, because as you can tell, it definitely slows down the production. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna see you later, Ricardo da Silva. Thank you for Ricardo da Silva. Thank you very much for watching the stream, man. I don't need to upload on Edwin anymore. I don't have much to upload there. I want to figure out something to put on there though. Like either like like my experiments with 2D animation, or smaller videos. I don't think I would put here. I just gotta. Or like I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends lately, Maybe I could record that, put it on Edwin A. Just like side stuff, I guess. That's what a second channel is for, right? Just for stuff that wouldn't make sense on the main channel. That you guys didn't subscribe for. Okay, I'm gonna have her gently put the arc reactor on this. We make a Strong Doctor 2? I haven't even made Strong Doctor 1 yet, bro. But maybe. I try not to plan too much in ahead. I think it's better to focus on making the thing right in front of you as good as it could possibly be before focusing on how to make spin-offs or franchise or whatever. Hola, Edbound. ¿Todo bien? Sí, Nago Bing Bang. Everything is all good. Not everything, but for the most part, I'm having a pretty nice, relaxing Monday night, hanging out with the YouTube crowd, just making stop-motion animations of the Lego variety. Just running away in Spider-Man War 3. I wonder if I can get out sometime at the end of January or early February. I know it's kind of a long. That's kind of a big jump, especially because the last one came out in October. But this is more like a. I'd have to take some time off to make that, so I'd probably take some time off in January after I make a few Marvel movies in December and a few cool fun episodes in December as well. But what I need to do is just make sure that I'm not too absent for too long, because then people are wondering yo, is he dead, bro? I'm like, I'm not dead. Ugh. Also, YouTube doesn't like it when you stay away from their platform for too long, bro. You get punished. Hi Ed, this is the 4th time I rage quit. Why are you rage quitting, Fisher Bro? What's wrong, man? I'm sorry if I haven't been reading all your messages, but you gotta know, man. You gotta know how it is. It's just impossible to get to everybody. There's just so many people. I'll be back in a minute and 6 seconds. I'm gonna count it. YouTube Fresh Prince. Now I just gotta make her dig in. Do you like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man? Yeah, I like it. The reason I rage quit is because of chaotic chat. You gotta live with the chaotic chat. It might be a bit chaotic, but you know what? It's a lesson. I think it's just you can't get mad at the stuff you can't control. I mean, you can try and hope to change it if it's something really big and really distracting, or like that's actually like actively hampering your life. But you know, a chaotic Twitch chat, a chaotic YouTube chat, you know, it's not the worst thing that can happen. I get mad at stuff too, though, so don't worry. You do a video reacting to your tricking videos, I can't do that, man. I'll be so, I will be like, ugh. I can't. I mean, I guess I might as well, right? I just hit on. I think that could be like a good 100K video. I can't believe how good you are at stop motion. I don't think I'm that good, man. But thank you very much. I feel like I take advantage of a lot of tricks that kind of like, you know, that boost the look. But a lot of it is also just, you know, a lot of experience, a lot of practice. And pretty much, I think, like again, man, like with any skill, I think anybody can learn. As long as you dedicate the time to learn it, you'll find yourself at a level that you'll never thought you were at before. This is too loud. I can really hear it. Alright, I turned down the music. I turned on the music. I turned down the music, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh god, I moved the camera too much. Are you gonna make Spider-Man PS4 in minutes? Eventually, I'm gonna have to do everything in a small amount of time, including the entire history of humanity. I gotta make them bend back a bit here. I classify as an egg. Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time? All right, bruh. I try not to look too much, but sometimes I catch things that I just gotta get rid of. Let me just really quickly do something. Where is it? Pancakes or waffles? I like pancakes. And waffles. You know what? I like both. I gotta say, I give a lot of flaky answers, and that's just because I don't have strong opinions on most subjective things, I guess. How many FPS are you using? 15. $2020 in X minutes? Oh god. I don't know if I want to relive it, bro. I'd have to watch that movie again. Okay, and she puts it down. It's kind of hard because I have to make her bend in a way that is kind of difficult with the things in place. What's my favorite season? I gotta say fall is probably my favorite season. I love the way the leaves and stuff look, and I love how the air is not too cold or too hot. Fall is an excellent season. Alright, this is kind of a difficult placement, bro. Ugh, come on. Alright. That should be good. How many chapters of Spider-Man lore left? I want to say 2. I want to, the third one is going to have a lot of like cool action and stuff. It's going to lead into the last one. And the last one's going to be the epic finale. Guys, Toby and Andrew are in the next Doctor Strange film. How do you, is this for sure? Like, I thought this was just a rumor at first. Like, is that real? I'm gonna make her turn around. Spider-Man or Batman? I'm a Spider-Man guy. I'm sorry, man. You know, it's because I'm not rich. Ed, I have a question. I know you use paper for your backgrounds, but what if I don't have blended graphics or gradients like the yellow and blue you use for Spider-Man's background in the thumbnail? Please. You can just use a tablecloth. Like I don't use the gradient backgrounds for everything. But if you don't have them, they're not that hard to find, I don't think. You know, they're just like glossy paper. Alright, after this I'm gonna put on some Punch-Out music. How's your day? I'm just chilling. making some movies. I woke up. I got out of bed way too late today, though. Still, I gotta do better at that. All right. All right. I don't need this part. This audio. She says in case we need it later. Cause she's saying I'll put the spare magnet right here in case we need it later, and we do need it later. And this last bit by Tony. Well, I'm not gonna animate it right now. I'm kind of. I think y'all. Okay, so how is this gonna work? How are we gonna do like a video watching stream if the chat's kind of chaotic? Is 24 FPS fine in animating? Yeah, it's actually pretty like. It's fine. It's good, and it works. But it might be a bit cumbersome because that's a lot of frames that you gotta deal with it for a single frame, for a single second of animation. 1 second, y'all. All right, guys. So here's how video watching is gonna work in today's YouTube society. So in case you didn't know, in the Twitch stream chat, what we usually do is we have people like send in their video and we watch them. Now it might be a bit more difficult. It might be a bit more difficult because this YouTube chat is kind of crazy. And let me just have this on repeat so that way people can see what's going on. Let me just turn this down. So how are we gonna do this, y'all? How are we gonna have people submit their animations in or their videos in if we can't, All right, I don't like people saying this. All right, guys, there are a few things that I legit will say are off limits to say in the chat, and I think you guys know who you are. Where's my mods? Alright, here it is. I gotta get rid of these, bro. Alright. I gotta time these people out. Shit's annoying, bro. Don't say that shit, bro. It's easy. It's easy to not be like that. It's easy to not be like that either ironically or whatever, what have you. Just don't say that. All right, y'all. So give me some suggestions for videos. Can you look at mine, Jot Watkins? All right. I'm gonna find whatever I can find on Jot Watkins right now, and we're gonna watch it. This might just be like we're gonna watch a few videos. I don't want this to be too chaotic, so we're gonna look up some random just chat what your video title is, and I'll give me the exact title word for word, and I'll try to find it. Okay. But if you do donate, then that's gonna be a guaranteed yes. I will watch your videos just because it's like I can't miss that. Thank you, Ben Tilley, for the $7. Here's some love from Canada. You're one of the most creative animators I've ever watched. I can't wait to see what else, and I wait to see you else you make. All right, I got what you're saying, bro. But thank you very much for the donation. If only you could mute the chat. Okay, can you watch this Beast Breaks video called The Troll? Okay, let's look that up. All right. Right now we got Beast Breaks videos, The Troll. I tried looking for Jot Watkins, but I couldn't find it. Beast Bricks. I see one that's okay. The Troll. Here we go. All right, The Troll. What's this about? Let me just make sure. This is a suitable viewing window for the viewers. I gotta make sure this all fits. All right, y'all. All right, this is good. I'm up. Whoa, this is crazy. Oh, I see what he's doing.
Coming through. Good.
Oh, this is like the Spider-Man PS4 intro. Yo, I like how far back his hands like wave after that. After the gunshot. You know, this is pretty chaotic, but I'm glad that I can that a lot of the actions here are very readable. Even if things do go by pretty fast.
Hey Ned, what are you watching?
Oh wait,
Nothing.
I thought the video was over. He's literally watching nothing.
Ooh, I'm stuck in a garbage can. Ooh, I'm stuck in a garbage can. Ooh, 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 I'm stuck
I'll
in
never
a
understand the
garbage
humor.
can. This guy is so garbage. Is so garbage.
I like the autotune. All right, Superman Flipbook. That's gonna be all right. Superman Flipbook is getting a lot of names, but I'm gonna ask y'all. I'm gonna ask y'all to not spam the chat, please.
Ooh, I'm stuck in a garbage can. That's right, he is so
This video went everywhere, bro. At first it was like the Spider-Man like getting ready, fighting some crime, and now how long is this?
so garbage. Flip so garbage. Garbage boy.
Ned, who made this video? Some guy named
So what's this about?
Boy69.
Spider-Man rages after seeing an online troll. Okay.
Are you crazy?
Do you want web in your nose or not? Good boy.
5 minutes of hacking
What's
later.
up, my man? I know.
You guys can hear this, right?
Sick. Look, Todoroki. End your channel.
You will rule the day you messed with me, Spider-Man.
I like how he has how he has like ninja clothes on, but he's just a dude.
Ouch.
Teach us,
He
please.
bit my butt. Ouch.
I got tutorials
He
out there.
bit my
I gotta
butt.
do some more
Ouch,
tutorials.
ouch. He bit my
But it's
butt.
hard. I wonder
This
what
dog
should I
is
make a tutorial of?
vicious. Ouch. He bit my butt. Ouch. He bit my butt. Ouch. He bit my butt. This dog's vicious.
I like how there's a rhyme to it. But I gotta say, you know, this is a bit much. I think a little. This bit goes on a bit too long.
Getting dog bites.
But maybe that's the point.
Is
I'm gonna see you.
just
I'm gonna see you later, Mimi
the
boy.
Worst.
All right, not bad. I enjoyed it. I think maybe these bits were like, you know, there's a garbage boy. Maybe it goes on a little bit too long. Especially because, you know, watching these
End your
parts
channel.
where things are going on, that's fun. I like this. We got to see more of this. It's cool. I like how you have the. I like the sound effects. I think you insert them pretty well. Anyways, I gotta say, thumbs up. But we gotta watch another one. So what's next, y'all? Superman Flipbook? Ah, yes, that's right. Superman Flipbook. O's animation. Also, we're gonna put like a cap. Let's make it about a minute long limit because we want to get through as many as we can to give people as much of a chance as we can. So if your video is longer than a minute, we're not gonna watch it. Superman Flipbook. Is it this one? I feel like there's not a lot. Oh, here it is actually. This is by the same guy. Oz Animation. Let's go.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Oz Animation, and today I'm going to show you a older flipbook I've made.
I gotta say, you
Here's
know, I don't want to infer.
Superman suit up.
I'm gonna just wait till the video ends.
There you go.
Ooh, this is cool. I like how you do the rumbling, and he's. Whoa, this is pretty sick. I like the coloring's nice. It's very neat. The art direction is good. Yo, this is pretty sick, dude. I like this a lot. I don't know how to do this, but I guess that's why it has so many likes. I guess the one thing I'll honestly say is just, you know, in your 40-second video, people might have already told you this already. But the video should realistically start right here. This is the start of the video, and it should. That's just all it's got to be. You don't have to do like an introduction, because that might actually cause some viewers to go away because they might be like, all right, come on, get to the point, bro. I need to watch the video. So just be careful what you do before the video itself starts. The Dark Knight Returns, Batman vs. Joker. Wait a second. The whole thing. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna start Star Wars May the 4th by ZSC Studios. I'm gonna look that up. All right. Remember though, if it's more than 1 minute long, we can't watch it. We gotta. Okay. You know what? You're pushing it. 1 minute 5 seconds. Fine. That's fine. You know what? I can make an exception. I'm not evil.
Yeah, it's been good. So, how's your day been? Yeah, it's been good. Nice.
But May the 4th?
I get
May
it.
the 4th. This was posted on May 4th.
I don't get it.
too.
You don't.
You
May
don't
4th.
get it?
Yeah, I don't get it. Okay, so you know when Jedi say may the force be with you?
Yeah.
And since it's the 4th of May the 4th be with you?
I still don't get it.
You've got to
the
be
4th.
joking me.
You're for not doing May the 4th, you are killed.
Guys, please don't.
I gotta say, I don't
kill
quite
me.
understand
No,
everything you're saying. Let me just, because the audio is very low. I
Not
gotta
doing
say.
May the 4th, you are killed.
Guys, please don't kill me. No, I'm gonna stop killing you. Hello there. It's over, guys. I have the high ground.
You wouldn't
Wait a second, no he doesn't.
My
Is he on the table?
Don't try it.
Oh, he is.
power.
Rip.
Now remember, never attack from the low ground, and may the 4th be with you always.
Pretty nice. I like how it kind of evolved from just like a normal conversation to from stormtroopers to kind of like this whole chaotic mess.
Try it.
And it's cool. You got like that sense of progression. I thought Spider would say something in the
Now
chat earlier,
remember,
but I
never
didn't quite
attack
catch
from the
it.
low ground.
Why are they all
and
kids?
May the 4th be
A
with you.
lot of brick filmers tend to be younger people, on the younger side. The Batman by Angel Motion. Alright, I'm gonna watch that one next. I think if I were to give any suggestions, it's just if you have your characters talking, for one thing, you might want to raise the volume. It's kind of hard to hear. And when they are talking, you might want to avoid long sections where they're kind of just standing still like this.
Yeah.
But thankfully,
And
they're never
since
too
it's
long,
the 4th
so
of May the
I would just say
4th
maybe try
be
to like
with
you know like just tighten the time on that. Ooh, the Batman. This is a bit too much. This is 4 minutes. I'm gonna watch this one. Like but this one's a year ago. You probably want to see this one on the screen. So what I'm gonna do is we can't watch all 4 minutes of this. If you have a shorter video, I'm down to watch that. But for now, let's just watch the first minute of this one. We gotta keep these a minute long because we want to make sure we can get to as many people as possible. All right, Olympus Bricks. I'm gonna watch yours next. It's called Lego Flash versus Weather Wizard. Okay, I'm gonna put that one in. I'm gonna put that one in the queue. You know what we should do actually? Next time I'm gonna just like put up a public playlist and you guys just post one of your videos in there, and then we can watch them.
Just to tell you, I am your
I can't really see.
boy.
I gotta see.
I kidnapped him, and now I'm torturing him. Ta-ta!
Ooh. Some live action stuff. Can you give me my link or not? I don't think you can post links in the chat, but what we're doing is just give me the exact title of your video, and I'll copy paste it and I'll put it in the description. I gotta say, I like the non-motion stop motion. Oh, but I can see the rig. I saw the rig. Did the chat see it? Yeah, you can see the rig. You gotta hide that, bro. There's not a lot of, I gotta say, there's not a whole lot of actual animation in this, which is fine. You know, puppeteering is just as valid of a form of like, you know, of making something move as any others. But here's some motion, and this is good motion too. It's a little bit creepy, I gotta say. And why is he all destroyed? Is he okay? I can hear somebody in the background. I can barely hear the audio. I gotta go, man. Bye. I'm gonna see you later, Spider West. Thank you very much for watching the stream. Chicken Dude Creations. All right, that's gonna be in the list. I'm assuming this is gonna be Jason Todd, Death of the Family. All right. I'm sorry, Angel Motion. I'd love to watch the rest of your video, but we really gotta like, you know, move on. Which is why, you know, if we're gonna watch any videos, make sure that they're at least under a minute, 7 seconds. That's not much at all, because we can't spend too much time on one. Because there are a lot of people in the chat. We gotta think about everybody. Ooh. Yo, this guy's moving. Poof. That was pretty quick, but that was a lot of fun. I like these frames a lot. Angel Motion, if you want, I'm gonna go back real quick because I feel bad. I don't want to just like, you know, just completely dismiss one dude. I think this is really good though. Olympus Bricks. Damn, this is pretty crazy. For just 6 seconds. I swear, this is how you get better though. You want to make a lot of videos like this, just short videos, but that have a lot of action or just a lot of interesting movements that you're interested in. If you make a lot of videos like this, you'll find yourself improving in no time. Trust me. Trust me. You'll do it. You'll do the thing. Say I'm evil. I'm evil. But just going back to this video, I guess I think the motion here, maybe the frame rate's a little bit slow, but like you look at the frames and the posing, like the angles, not the angles, but like the arc, you can see a clear arc here. It's smooth. It keeps in mind what the last position is. I think if it was maybe a bit of a faster frame rate, it would look better. But not bad, man. Anyways, all right, let's see what's next. Clones by Art Bricks Animations. Chat, stop going by so fast. I gotta copy paste this. By Edbound. I'm gonna see you later, Timbuktu. Spencer Productions, $4. Can you watch my animation that has the most views? All right, he gave me $4. I cannot say no to that. Clones vs Stormtroopers. This one made a day ago. So let's watch his most recent one. I like this set. I like how you put this here. This is nice.
What the?
Oh wait, we can see him.
And I think
we
we're
can
all
see him
gonna
in
die
one
soon,
frame.
maybe
The
turn
animator.
into weird masked stormtroopers or something. I don't know.
I gotta
I
hear
guess
something.
we'll find out.
I gotta hear. Yo, I swear, is it just me? Like, oh, it might be just me actually.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out, y'all. Made by Artbrick Animation.
Oh God!
After this video, we gotta watch Spin's production news video. Or the one with the
I
most
say,
views.
well,
Everybody, shut up!
we have to pay rent by the end of the month, and if we don't, we are so screwed right now.
Wait, why do the clones gotta pay
We're
rent?
so screwed. This is our Commander Outrage, and as you see his name, yes, he gets outrageous all the time, and he feels that.
All right, y'all. When the videos are rolling right now,
and as you can see by what he said,
we
we're
just
screwed right
pay
now
attention to the
because
video right now.
of rent and.
Right now we got
all
2
kinds of
videos in the
problems
queue, so just wait up, chat.
Guess we should go back to the real video since my narrating is getting really boring.
I like it so far, but I think there's
Let's
way
go
too many
later,
moments where it's just black
reporting
screen.
in for flight. You
I
sure
like the
you know
music.
how to fly this thing? How hard could it be? It's not the Force or anything.
I like that sound effect. That was good. That was like comedic timing. The whoop and the immediate crash. Get it? It's the pilot episode. Ah ha ha. I like that. Why do they gotta pay rent though? They're clones. Don't they work for the Imperial Army? Don't they cover that? I gotta say it gets a thumbs up, bro. Alright, Spencer Productions. He donated, which means he gets priority, bro. If you donate, you get priority. That's just how it works. Because I'd feel bad if I just took that money and did nothing with it, bro. Ooh. Sideswipe absolutely destroys Skytread. It was a pretty good video. This is some smooth animation. And I like this aspect ratio. It makes it look like from another world. From another time, if you will. Oh, the ramp. I like that. Yo, this is really well animated, dude. It needs sound effects. That's for sure. But I'm pretty sure you already knew that. But in terms of animation alone, it stands pretty well. Look at him walk. That looks hard. I don't think I'd want to do that. Damn, bro. All right. I guess a thumbs up for me too, Spencer Productions. Watch Forest Fire Batman. I want to hear in the deep dark layer of the Batman. All right, we'll watch one Forest Fire in the deep dark layer of the Batman. And we're just gonna listen to that. All right.
For when your special delivery
we're
arrives,
getting an ad instead.
hit the Google It's Finally
Please,
Here
Crazy
notifier.
Halloween.
Nest Hub Max from
Okay,
Google.
Boss King Lego Productions.
This overnight oats recipe is a favorite amongst parents and kids alike. You can add some
Yeah. In the deep dark layer of the Batman.
In the deep dark layer of the Batman.
All we wanted to hear. All right, a Crazy Halloween. I'm not getting what you think you want me to get out of this, Boss King Lego Productions, but I'm assuming I gotta put your name in there too, Boss King Lego Productions. What the heck? Why am I not getting what I want to get? Productions, bro. There it is.
This Halloween party's awesome, man.
Ooh, this is some nice lighting.
Thanks. But just one thing. Who is that guy?
It's Moody. The imposter!
Actually, I don't know.
I like the music. Oh, there it is.
Oh, right, that's just Greg. Yeah, this party is sick.
Everybody's dying around them. No, he coughed! Oh man. You know what, actually? They got punished for going to a Halloween party during the pandemic. You know what? I can get behind this message. I didn't go to a party this Halloween. I saw people who went to a party and I got pissed. I was like, bro, why are you going to a party during the pandemic time? You know what times we're in and you're going to a goddamn Halloween party? Foolish. Anyways, I like this one a lot. Thumbs up. So I love them zooming on his face. The realization. It was great. Can you do mine? It's called Lazar Hazel Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, I'm gonna look it up next. One video from Amazing Animation deserves more subs. You know what? Since it's not your video, then Because right now we're working on a 1 video per person policy right now. Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, I'm assuming it's this one.
Time to meet up with Mr. Stark. Hey, what are you? How'd you get here? Well.
This reminds me a lot how I used to make videos way back in the day.
Well.
This is pretty quick.
Well,
I actually.
Yeah.
I feel kind of. I don't want to be too. I don't know. I don't really understand exactly what the plot is. But they're fighting guys, and that's always fun.
Whoa.
All the wow. I could. You know. I'm not gonna try and make any assumptions, but I'm assuming you're a little bit new to the stop motion game, at least recently. I can't have this on my stream, bro. I can't have somebody's face, a minor's face on my stream. I'm sorry, bro. But you know, if I were to make some suggestions, you know, you might want to get a tripod. I see you have a base plate. You might want to put like, you know, you might want to put some tape on that. Make sure you tape, because I guess the biggest issue right now is that the camera is always somewhere new with every frame, which makes things very hard to makes things very difficult to follow. So, what I would recommend is, you know, getting a tripod, making sure that your set stays still and your camera stays still, so that way it's much more easy to observe everything going on. But you know, you got a big Lego collection, dude. I'm kind of jealous. You got all these figures and stuff. I want these figures. You got the Ghostbusters machine? Mad. Can't believe it, bro. Anyways, Claymation Collection by Coronado. Let's check this out. Ooh, the music. Ooh, look at this dude like transform. I love the mixture between clay and Lego. Ooh, you're nice. Yo, the snail coming in. Yo, that was the fish swimming. You can see the masking, but you know what? I'm still more amazed by the fact that the fish is swimming. It's pretty cool. Very nice claymation compilation. I love claymations, man. We gotta see more of these. A video from Eli's Brick Films. Which one, Eli? Eli's Brick Films. Let's just find one that's like less than a minute long. All right, y'all. Let's see what's going on Eli's Brick Films channel. Oh man, all this dude's videos are over a minute. Ah, here we go. If I breathe, the video ends.
If you breathe, the video ends. Okay. Let me at least inhale first, okay?
All right, I'm gonna follow along with the channel. I'm not breathing, bro. I'm starting to feel like this guy too. Damn, this guy can hold his breath. There we go. Alright, thank God. I end stream when I breathe? Huh. A video from Weaver's Wing Production. Alright, I'm gonna do that one next. Weaver's Wing Productions. Pretty good video, Eli. I gotta say, it's pretty. Even though I'm glad that, even though he was pretty much still for the entire time, you animated literally everything you did. Despite that, and I like how you can kind of see like the character like, you know, acting up as he's like, you know, as it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Pretty nice attention to detail. All right, Lego Battle of the Five Armies Sting test. A little bit short, but it's what I found. Whoa! Look at the set. And the highlighted sword too. Incredible. Pretty nice. Damn. You have anything else? I gotta say though, you know, like I said earlier, making short videos like this, you know, it gives you a lot of different ideas to work with quickly without having to kind of be bounded to an entire story or video to work with or movie. So if you make a lot of like small animations like this, you get to improve a lot of things pretty quickly. And you also don't get burnt out on making too short or spending so long on video. All right. Clone Trooper Base by Lego Jawa. You inspired me to start animating. Thanks, Lego Jawa. All right, guys. Clone Trooper Base. Let's go. A minute 10 seconds. I did have a minute rule, but it's not like, you know, like it's only a minute 10. I'm not gonna be like a jerk about it, bro. You can have some
Come look at
leniency.
this. Okay.
I like how you had that set spin around. That was pretty cool. The camera.
Come look at this. Okay.
Come look at this. Okay.
So what happened? The droids have found us. Huh?
Oh no.
Commander! Yes? The droids are attacking. Okay.
You
Call
didn't
General
hear
Kenobi.
that? It was
Yes,
literally
sir.
an earshot, bro.
Hello there. Droids!
Hello there. I forgot these dudes worked for the clone
General
guys.
Kenobi, I want you to gather up all your men. Yes, sir. How do
Oh,
I
God.
use it? I don't know.
They're at war now. Bro, war's a horror. Ooh. Go back. Let's go Obi-Wan Kenobi. I didn't get to jump over it all. Oh, he's just charging through, huh? They really can't hit him. And he just forces them away. Wait, why couldn't he just do that from way across the battlefield?
Thank you.
Did he
No
have
problem.
to run? Did he have to run all this way to then just boom somebody? It's kind of funny. I like how like the scale of this battle though. It's pretty impressive. I like how you can see like the lasers flying by too. A video from a Brick History. Okay, a Brick History. Let's check that out. Pretty good video. Lego Java. I gotta say, thumbs up. A Brick History. A quick fight scene. Let's check it out. Ooh. I like how you do like a slow motion right before they're about to swing. I like how you have like you like spend an extended amount of time on it. Ooh. That was clean, dude. Damn. A Brick History. Damn, I'm gonna watch that again. Whoa. I like that a lot. I wonder why the Mandalorian is fighting this dude, but you know what? That's what, like the magic of Lego. Pretty honestly, damn, bro. Very nice. All right. What's next? A video from Lego City Films, the channel. Okay, Lego City Films. Let's try that. All right, guys. We might actually be coming up on our last few videos. I'm gonna say let's watch about 5 more before I head out, cause I gotta make dinner. I gotta eat something. We've been streaming for a few hours now. All right. So what did you say you wanted me to watch from yours? You said a short fight scene test, I think. Lego City Films. To try Lego stop motion fight tests. Okay, here it is.
So, what's the plan? Got a little bit of a situation.
What is the plan?
Don't worry, I got a plan.
They got a plan. Why did they all start killing each other? What was the plan?
That was a lot of fun.
Oh, they were surrounded. I see. Nice. And they do a little high five at the end. That's cute. Friendship.
Don't worry.
The plan.
Okay, so I see I see why they were in a pickle. Nice. I don't have much else to say about this, to be honest.
That was
I think I think you might have been told this a few times already, but there's like camera shaking, light flickering, and maybe you might want to spend less time on your in-between frames, you see? So like right here, that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's like 7, so that's about 7 frames of like somebody swinging a sword, which may make that movement look a lot slower than typically, swinging a sword would be. I say maybe cutting it by, maybe making this entire swinging motion about 2 or 3 frames would probably work a lot better, and then spending that amount of and then spending an extra amount of time on the ending poses, like here for example. And that's what I try to do, at least, to make it seem more like smooth, like easing in, easing out and stuff. But you don't gotta animate every frame of like a swing, for example. All right, so that's I think we're gonna watch about 4 more videos after this one. Terminate the Halloween special by Dave the Dino. All right, you got it, Dave the Dino. After this one's gonna be 3 left. All right, I hope you guys aren't too upset if you didn't get your video watched. Don't worry, this is not the last time we'll be doing this. In fact, I think next time I'm gonna have a more streamlined way of doing this. So that way, instead of you guys, hoping on a prayer that your video gets selected from the chat, I might open up a public playlist for you guys to put your videos in. It'll be one per channel. But we'll be able to just kind of go through them all, and you don't have to play the lottery of is my video gonna get chosen or not. That way, everybody gets a chance. But right now, it's a little bit more touch and go. So sorry about that. Ooh, what's this rain? This is some moody lighting too. Is that a skull? This is cool. You paid a lot of attention to the set design to make it look like it's in the future, or the Skynet future. I like your usage of the rocks and the grates and the plating and stuff. It makes it look like a battlefield. God. It's a Terminator Man. I gotta say, this animation is very smooth. I like how the light was flashing as he grabbed him by the neck. You've been terminated, bro. Yo, what's up, O's Animation? We watch one of your videos. I think that's a pretty big shout out. Happy Halloween. Very nice. Very moody, suspenseful. I love this shot. I love how you can see the battle going on outside of like near him, and then you can see him just kind of illuminated. It's pretty nice. You do a really good job building that atmosphere, David the Dino. Very freaky. All right, 3 more. Lego SpongeBob Shorts number 2, Election Day by Connor. This might be a bit topical, y'all. Are we gonna watch an Election Day brick film? Good lord. This might be all right, y'all. Let's hope this isn't too political.
Wow, Patrick, it's election day. I hope Trump wins again.
Oh,
really, SpongeBob? What? It's just like John Mulaney said last week on SNL. It's just a contest to see which white guy is better. And, to be honest, they both suck, so it's just a matter of who screws us over the least.
Patrick,
oh yeah? Name one bad thing Trump has done.
Well...
70 years later.
And he put children in cages!
Okay, Patrick, I get it.
I don't know how to end this short, so, go vote, I guess.
Wow, that was really just a straightforward explanation, huh? I mean, pretty topical, I gotta say. I like how you referenced John Mulaney. Hey, what's up, Psycho Productions? $2 for the dollar. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for your donations. All right. So there's gonna be two more. There's gonna be 2 more videos to watch. A video from Big Eye Studios, please. You got it, Big Eye Studios. I'm saying this right now, y'all. Okay, there's no trick to getting noticed right now in the chat. It's literally just, am I putting my big eyes on the chat just as you're putting in your video? Because that's really all it is. All right, these are kind of long. So I'm gonna watch Tests. Ooh. I like this music, and I gotta say, this animation. I like this. Good test, man. I gotta say, man, you do like I said earlier, man, you do more tests. Doing short tests, a lot of them, is a great way to get better pretty fast. And there's a lot of good stuff to pick from here, too. I would say maybe it was the same thing I was saying in the other fight scene test right here. So you have the easing in, which is good. You want that. You should keep this frame. This is a good frame. But you don't want this frame. It's too similar to this one, and it's not fast enough. Or this one either. Because he slows down too much in the swing. But the swing should be the fastest part of a movement. So realistically, I'd say I'd have this frame, and then I'd skip all the way to this frame, the one where there's contact. That's what I usually spend about 2 or 3 frames in the middle of a swing. But anyways, I gotta say, man, I gotta say, this is pretty fire. I like this. I like the zooming. I like how he crashes into the wall and falls over. Goodbye, guys. I have to go. Yo, Psycho Productions, thank you very much, man, for the donations, for being so cool, for the $2. But yeah, man. Honestly, Big Eye Studios, I gotta say, pretty nice. I wonder what else you got. I would watch this all, but it's 8 minutes long, bro. I hope you understand. This is a cool character design, though. Just the white guy with the white face and the black hole in his face. Damn, this looks cool. I want to watch this later. Why does this have 11 dislikes? What the heck? That's wrong. I don't see why it would. Alright, we can't watch this whole thing though, so Ed, can you watch Lego Among Us by Joyful Carl 14? Alright, you got it, man. Alright. So this is the second to last video we're gonna be watching today, folks. Ooh, Asgore? Yo, this is a pretty good animation too. Card swipe, uploading. Yo, where do you get these pieces? What the heck? Oh no. Don't! I gotta see that again. That was so out of nowhere. I like how you use the venting. He just kind of disappears into the ground. This is pretty smooth animation, dude. This is pretty good.
In the admin room.
I like how the
Brown,
music is picking up now.
See anyone near admin or in admin? I'm skipping. No one's there. I think they vented. That's kind of sus, Brown.
Oh boy.
Sus. Why me? I don't know. You were just sus. Yeah, skip. Okay, skip.
I like how this doesn't really feel like an Among Us video because of all these crazy characters. Oh no. Why do you have that big ass sword? Why do you kick him? Damn, I guess he wins then, huh? I guess Ultron is the winner. Alright, y'all. I like that one. I thought it was pretty fun. I like the way he goes in the vent here. Wait, not here. This. And I love the way he just pops out and just kills them, bro. Just out of nowhere. It's so funny. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, y'all. We're gonna watch one last video. Lego Among Us Mini Imposter by me. Whoa, Jumi Film 22 NOKs? I'm not exactly sure what that is. Alright, Jumi Film. You know what? Fine, okay, you know what? But I don't want. You know what? There's a lot of people in the chat who've also been wanting to get their video seen. So we gotta watch theirs too.
Introducing the Google Hands-Free Jukebox.
You know, we can't have somebody. We can't have a high-rolling Mr. Moneybags just come in here with his money and just take the glory from everybody else's, bro. We can't all be Mr. 3 million Among Us views, man. Lampshade $5. Can you say, "Hey, like Spider-Man"? Hey, thanks for the donation, Lampshade. $5. I actually have already seen this, by the way, Jimmy. I thought this was great. Damn. What are these pieces? Where do you get these from? This is a great video though. Jimmy Film, I gotta say, I'm pretty psyched to see Jimmy Film exploding with the Among Us videos recently. Very nice. And now, the tragedy, man. 2 orphans. How can you? Wait a second. I guess there's always a silver lining. Never mind. I don't know how he didn't see that coming, bro. Oh well. Pretty nice. You know, go give the Jumi Film some love. All right, guys. One last video, guys. Who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? Fight to the death? Can we make it a fight to the death? All right, y'all. Man, this is a hard choice, bro. You know what's so hard about making this choice, y'all? Is that, you know, I'm gonna make one person pretty happy, and everybody else is gonna be so disappointed. How do I do this? How do I do this, man? How do I do this? Who do I choose? All right, y'all. I'm just gonna close my eyes. All right, I'm gonna open my eyes in 5 seconds. Okay. Whatever's the first thing I see is what's gonna get chosen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My Ninjago Bottle by Peril Films. All right, Peril Films, bro. All right. I'm sorry everybody else didn't get chosen. You know, it was completely random. It was completely unprejudiced, if you will. Fair. Anyways, my Ninjago Battle. Where is that? Is it this one? Ninjago Wu vs Garmadon? Garmadon? Is that his name? Or is it this one? That one's too long though. It's got to be this one. Ninjago Wu vs Garmadon. I'm so sorry to everybody who didn't get chosen, bro. I'm so sorry. But it's cool. Ooh, I like how the background faces. You don't see that. And it looks like... Oh. Lloyd is in trouble. I don't know who Lloyd is. My son! Ah, is that it? This is a copyrighted song? Oh, thank God it wasn't. But this is cool, dude. I want some more of this. I gotta say, Pearl Films, you were pretty good. I think that's a good spot. What's the place gonna be called? I'm not gonna make it yet. We're gonna make it right before I'm gonna start streaming next time. Why did I get copyrighted then? You got copyrighted? I'm sorry, man. But yes, if you didn't get your video chosen, I'm sorry. It's not personal. It's literally just, am I looking? Is like, you know, are you in the right place at the right time? It can be pretty luck based. Next time we're gonna have more of a streamlined way of doing this. We're gonna actually have a playlist, and you guys can submit your videos in there. It's gonna be one video per person. And make sure they're less than a minute long, so that way we can make sure that we can get through many at once. But that's not gonna be for a bit. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna stream here on YouTube. Hopefully not too long. But you know, be sure to check up on my Twitch because I'm usually streaming there too, or my Discord. Anyways, thank you very much for watching the stream. I'm just gonna read some random names now because you guys are here and you guys are cool. Macy Nation, thank you very much for watching. Diego Stark, that guy. I'll try harder, bro. It's not about trying hard. It's just about being lucky. John Watkins. Diego Stark, Gabriel Staub, Jonathan, yeah, thank you all so very much. Venom Bricks, Fishboy, yo, thank you all. The Jumi Film, thank you for modding. Spider Milk, Boss King Lego Productions. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna head out now. Nate Ray Films, JGD Productions, yo, that guy's videos are cool too. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna see you guys next time. Hopefully, I'm gonna get this video done before the weekend. And hopefully, I'm gonna stream also before then too, so I'll see you guys then. But anyway.